So anyway, welcome back.
Ayo.
Welcome to Wisdom Saves.
Give me your
Group's
secrets.
gonna die.
Someone.
The group's gonna die.
Maybe we'll some find out about that. Here we are.
But from last session, you guys interrogated the one bandit you kept. He basically said that no matter really what you do with him, he deems himself dead anyway. And you guys decided not to kill him. You left him there and just basically kept moving throughout the night.
Watch him be.
Which I realize now I should have still given Shroom a point of exhaustion for that, technically. But either way, it didn't matter because you guys didn't do anything for the next few days to have it matter. David saw and Leo saw a big column of smoke from deeper in the mountains as you guys were traveling. You ran into a group that introduced themselves as the Stone Glades, led by a half-orc fighter dude named Orn, and their little band. That night, while Shroom and Riley, the young one that was on his first mission out, were keeping watch, Shroom saw a ogre basically walking about 60-70 feet away, not really giving much paying attention to you guys. Riley went to go get a closer look and tripped, causing the ogre to attack. You guys pretty much decimated it pretty quickly. Stoneglades got fairly impressed from you guys. And you went through Bulgra, a little quiet village. Doesn't seem to be much going on there. Rydel's face hurt a few times on the travel. And a total of 11 days since leaving Grunghill, you guys are arriving outside of Pine Keep, where Roddy is getting you guys' help to unload his cart into a shop that is seemingly just like a normal kind of grain shop. It's next to a butcher shop, kind of like a warehouse area. And alone by the cart right now, Leo went to pull a bag out and cut on a piece of wood, kind of pulled the board up. He lifted the board and he found a small clutch little basket of about a dozen differently colored eggs, about the size of a fist each, and then kind of like a pile of garments with silk clothes with a peeking corner of what looks like a mask with a smile on it. And that's where we ended up. So.
Same.
Yep.
Juan, what is the first thing you're doing? What are you doing immediately after seeing this?
My gut reaction. I need to ask, is the cart almost unloaded completely?
I would say these are some of the last few bags. You guys have already taken your stuff out, anything that you would have had in the cart.
Okay then, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drop I'm gonna put down what I just picked up that revealed all this stuff.
The board?
And the bag that led to the board, and I still have the bag in my hand.
Yep.
Where is Arandur?
They are currently still inside.
Oh, I'm by myself.
Rander and Rydel, you guys are inside. Just basically inside. There's Roddy's kind of like telling you just where to put stuff. So it seems like there's somewhat of an order inside this little warehouse, little storage area.
Okay, then. So I'm gonna just say it. Rander.
Yeah.
Come out real quick.
All right.
Help me with this one bag.
Head on out.
I drop the big thing loaded and I pass him the bag of holding and say, "Start putting the eggs in the bag." Watch.
The what in the bag?
Watch my back. I'm going to talk to Roddy.
Wait, hang on.
Look in the cart. Look in the cart. You will understand. And I start walking over.
Okay.
Roddy's actually coming outside to meet you guys as you kind of head off, and Rander, you're looking in and you see this slightly open board, and you kind of lift it up a little bit, kind of sneakily, and you see a small clutch of eggs in there.
Motherfucker.
Where am I?
Am
I following out with
I would say
Roddy?
you would still inside.
If
You can
any-
come out. You can follow Roddy out if you want to.
I'll follow Roddy out.
If anything, I'll carry the bag. I'll carry that load that I again took out to reveal. So like just to walk towards him.
Yeah, Roddy kind of walks out and he's like, "This looks like the last bag right there, right?"
I will start carefully loading them in. Do I see the
Sleight of
marks
hand.
that I know exists but
Yeah, you would see it there next to it, but you would need a sleight of hand as you're taking eggs.
Okay.
But yeah, he asked you, like, is that the last bag there?
Should be one of the last ones.
Oh,
but,
come on.
It's a big one, so I thought I could handle this. I'll handle this one in.
Okay. He kind of looks over your shoulder. He's like, Arandur, that's it. You don't really need to do anything else.
All right, fair enough. Do I recognize the mask?
I would say no.
Okay.
It looks just kind of like the bottom. I'd say like bottom of a mouth and a smile. Like I would say kind of like you know the Mask of Duality thing, like the Shakespeare shit.
Yeah.
Kind of like that, like the bottom corner of the mouth.
Okay.
I would say like Jin from League of Legends, but I don't think you played League to know.
No, not even a little bit.
These other two would. It's just like a mix of those two
Got
things.
it. Okay. Roddy.
He's like, yeah, what's going on? What's the problem?
Need to speak to you for a quick second.
You are?
Do you need help with that bag?
I got this one, and I walk into the. He's following me into the warehouse.
He's just kind of standing there like, what are you talking about? We're talking right now.
Why?
Why? What?
The eggs.
You see him kind of grin and give a little chuckle. And he's like, okay. Well, Arandur, you can stop doing whatever you're doing now. Now that I know that you guys know.
Wait, what's going on?
Just follow me. We'll have a talk. And he's going to lead you into 4, what is a tavern.
Why don't we talk out? Why don't we talk out here instead in the open with witnesses?
He's like, oh, there's plenty of people inside. Come on. Come on.
But I don't know if you know.
He's already walking in.
I'm going to put down the bag. That is the load that I have. I don't even know what it is.
It's across a semi busy street. There are guards stationed outside. It's kind of like on somewhat
Finish
patrol.
loading the eggs into the bag, and just before we go in, it's like we don't know this place. We don't know how many people in there are his friends.
He was kind of like pulling you off the cart, Shroom. After he saw you trying to load them in, so he did theoretically stop.
So we don't have the eggs in the bag.
No, because he saw you trying to sneak stuff into the bag.
Arandur?
That's that sleight of hand check.
Arandur, just keep the swords ready.
What is going on?
I'm ready.
The tavern.
Okay. I will just.
That he walked into.
Yeah, go.
Is named the Kraken's Keep. You can see a big sign on it, and there's like wooden, what looks like just wooden-shaped tentacles protruding from the roof, kind of like reaching up into the air. He holds the door open for you guys, and as you guys walk inside, it's kind of like a nautical-themed place. There's like there's trinkets and pictures of different things. It's a pretty busy tavern. Next, on either side of the door, there are 2 guards just kind of there, just kind of watching over everything. Roddy kind of nods to them as he walks in. They let you guys come in. He nods to the bartender and just kind of points over to like one of the corner booths that's like empty.
Sorry?
And the bartender nods to him.
How many more people are aware of us?
I mean, everybody in the tavern who would have looked when you guys came in would have seen you. So anyone in the tavern could theoretically know you're there.
Okay.
Do I recognize anybody? Anybody look familiar to me? I'm just sort of taking in all the sights.
I would say no. It would be like you don't recognize any specific clothing or anything. It seems like it's a lot of commoners and farmers area, a lot of merchants area.
Okay.
There's a few different like groups that have like smaller weapons on them, like short swords, hand axes, stuff like that, just on them. But they're in their own like little corner, just drinking and having a good day. It's early afternoon, so. He leads you to the back.
As we're walking to the back, or just as an aside to Leo, just like, Leo, I don't fucking like this. He knows the guards, he knows the barman.
He knows too many people, and we're in the Lion's Den at this point. Or, in this case, the Kraken's Den.
Yeah.
Rydel's Rydel's looking around like a kid in a candy store. He's just, he doesn't know what's going on. Nobody told him anything. He's just being told to follow.
Yeah, he just leads you to like a back like booth. It's not like it's in a back room or anywhere. It's just in the back of the tavern.
Okay.
He sits down, his back's to the wall, and he can see like you guys are in plain view of everybody else in the tavern. And he kind of sits back and he's like, "So, What's the issue here?
Said
I
we
can
finished.
tell there's an issue.
You said we finished, right?
What do you?
It's like, yes,
what are you doing? With
you've
the
done well.
eggs?
Thank you.
What did you say, Juan?
What are you doing with the eggs?
Eggs.
He kind of looks at you, and this is the one thing that's very different right now with Roddy. The entire journey, you guys have seen this man's kind of been kind of on edge, a little bit of anxiety, trying to like, get to here.
This guy's confident
even-
as fuck right now, isn't he?
Yeah, now his body language is definitely more confident. He's kind of leaning back against the wall. He just kind of looks. He's like, honestly, that's not what I paid you to know. That's not what I'm going to pay you to know. My employer. We kind of have a thing that we need to do here in Pine Keep. That's part of our delivery. So.
All right.
Damn it! I really wish I had detect magic at this point.
I mean,
you can, or Leo can.
I
I
will.
want to know if he is what he says he is.
Eyes glowing.
Can
Okay.
I use primeval awareness?
You can.
You can technically. I think that's a thing you can do like as
Yeah.
an action. Let me look at it.
Yeah, it's as an action.
Well, I'm wondering like how long it would have to take to like actually do anything. That's what I was wanting to look for. Aberration, celestial, dragon, elemental, fae, fiend, or undead. Okay. For the primeval awareness, you get hints of, aberrations and something like that, but they're like way far off, like out
yeah.
in the edges of a mile from you, but nothing from Roddy.
Detect magic. Who's glowing?
You get a few glowing weapons throughout the bar. 2 glowing weapons on the guards in the front.
Okay.
But nothing on Roddy.
Okay, so
You are breaking natural law.
What?
You are
what is
messing with the order of life.
He kind of
How
smirks.
What is
dare
going-
you?
What is going on? I'm very.
He smirks. He kind of puts his hand up to Rydel like, it's okay.
Oh.
Listen. The natural order stays the natural order because of what we do.
and who exactly is we?
Make a persuasion check. Sure.
Uh-huh. That's
Because it kind of depends if he tells you or not.
14.
Okay. He says, for all you need to know, we go by the name of the Legion.
Oh, anything that's named Legion is good.
He's like, we basically ensure that the Empire and its laws are needed. We do one thing here, small thing, another thing here, small thing, and the Empire reacts and thus becomes stronger. Now, you're upset about a natural order of things. You have no idea where those came from or where they go to. So as far as you know, that could just be the natural order.
The natural order would be leaving them where they are.
Not necessarily.
You are stealing children from their mother. You are stealing
Who says that we were
babies.
stealing?
Well, the fact that you are hiding them under the boards in your cart would mean you're not exactly taking them with permission.
But you have no idea what we took them for, how we took them, or how we acquired them. They may have been in the cart as to protect them from all the other sacks of
So
heavier goods on top.
So you're ensuring
get
that
crushed.
they go back in the right place then? Is that what you're telling me?
I'm assuring they're gonna go where we need them to go. Whether that's the right place or not is really determining on who's deeming it right or not.
I grab him by the throat and cast Primeval Fury, or whatever it's called. Primal Savagery.
Okay?
Oh, God.
Do your casting.
I mean,
Gonna keep an eye out for anyone reacting to
melee
that.
attack.
I grab him and I
Yeah,
do...
that's what I'm saying. Make your melee attack.
Yeah. 16.
Okay. It does hit. Do your damage. Okay. You grab Roddy with your claws. Isn't it acid damage that they kind of go with?
Yep.
It's acid.
And they kind of sink into him, and he kind of sits there, and you see him kind of smile. He's like, "That's." He kind of chokes out this to you. He's like, "That's a step you didn't want to make."
Leo, what happened? What?
Immediately, 2 guards come up to you guys and say, "Mr. Valor, is everything okay?" And they're looking at Roddy, and they're putting their hands on the back of Leo. Leo, what are you doing?
Leo.
Leo?
Let him go.
Juan, did you mute yourself?
No, I'm quiet.
Okay. Well, what are you doing?
Let him go, Leo. We're not gonna get answers from the inside of a cell or with our heads separated from our bodies. Let him go.
Humanity's a fickle thing. Let him go.
Don't I know?
Can I insight what's wrong with Leo?
So. You can. I say you can incite him to try to get a read on what he's like right now.
Oh, no, that's a 9. I don't understand Firbolg. They're weird.
Okay. Roddy kind of like rubs his neck for a second, and you see him kind of like rubbing the acidic marks off, and they're not as deep as you would expect them to be. And he kind of puts his hand up to the guard. He's like, no, it's fine. There's just a bit of a disagreement. We'll be all right. And they kind of let go of Leo's shoulder and kind of back away or slower, keeping their eyes on you guys now. He's like, listen. You guys had one job to do, and that was to get me here, and you did that marvelously. Hell, we got here a little bit earlier than I expected. I expected us to be about getting here tomorrow. So this is what I'm going to do. And he pulls out this little satchel, sets it on the table, slides it over to you guys. 300. You can take your gold, go be on your way, and you may never actually see me again. Or you start a fight, those guards come back here, you get arrested for trying to attack a merchant. Again.
What if we were trying to attack an illegal smuggler, or am I getting the feeling that someone here is in someone else's pocket?
What does it take to be part of the Legion?
He immediately after, you were saying this, Rander, you had his attention, he snaps to Leo. And he's like, well, considering you guys had a bit of our favor just by getting us here, and we'll continue to have that favor if you take your money and have a good day. Not a whole lot, but it depends on what we need for, what we see your value of. We do many things in the Empire. Honestly, we may cause a little bit of trouble here in one place, but that then sends the Empire to send more guards and more reinforcements to that area, locking down their control over that area. The territories are one way, and they broke off a long time ago. But that was because each city each major city, thought they were better than anyone else around them, and separated themselves. We ensure that the Empire stays, that the cities know that it's the Empire rule. So, if we have need for you, if you show worth to us, we will contact you again, and we'll see what happens after that.
In your dispute with the Stone Glaives? Glades? Not Glaives, Glades.
Yeah, Stone Glades. He kind of looks like... It's really like we're just two sides of the same coin. They try to keep disputing the Empire, but they also have this thing of, if they know who we are, trying to kill us whenever they see it, because they don't understand what we do.
So you are the worm beneath the earth that keeps life moving. Is that what you're trying to say?
That's one way of putting it. And he kind of looks back to Arandur and he's like, as far as illegal smuggling, you have no idea what's illegal or what's not. Things change here in our world.
That they do, and I've got a good idea that you know exactly what's illegal and what's not, don't you, Roddy?
Exactly. And he's like, and I know a bit about you three as well.
No, you don't.
He looks at you, Shroom, and you see a shimmer, like, just in his face area. And after a couple seconds, you are now looking at the face of William Loneshed.
Who?
William Loneshed from the tavern that you guys stayed at in Grunghill.
Oh. Oh.
And then it shifts back to Roddy. And he's like, I know who's in my employ. He looks at Leo's like, I know you're not from here. I know you're from the territories. Looks at Rydel. He's like, I know you're from around here, but not from around here. You're a little bit weird one, but that you had 2 people looking for you.
Wait,
Probably more, by the way it sounded.
I have a question for Carson.
Yes.
Weren't we speaking to William Loneshed at the same time as I was dealing with Roddy?
No.
No.
We weren't?
No.
When
Leo was speaking to William, you were on top of the roof of the place.
No, but before that, when I was looking for Roddy at his house.
No, you were looking for Roddy before then you guys went to the tavern.
Oh, alright.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Then he looks finally to Arandur and he's like, I know you're on edge of what the Empire is going to be falling to or possibly falling into conflict. Trust that the conflicts that we set up are small, minuscule, and meant just to keep the Empire going. He just kind of sits there and kind of leans back. By this point, the bartender had brought over drinks for all 4 of you.
I don't touch it.
That's fine. They just set him on the table, and Roddy takes a little bit of a drink of his.
Is it ale, or, like, what is it?
It's ale. It's just, he just, like, waved it. It's just ale. That's the usual.
Then I don't touch it.
I down mine in 1
Yeah,
bite.
that's fine. And so he's like, so, I'll pay you the extra 50, because you guys did a hell of a job of getting here. And I will walk up out of here in a little bit, and you guys will have your gold and be doing whatever you need to do in Pine Keep. If you keep our favor, I mean, we could contact you if we ever need your services again. You can attempt to try to find us. A little hard, but you can attempt. Or your other option, going back to what you already did and attacking me again, and end up being put in jail. And living out however your days there go. And then my delivery could still happen. Really, no matter which way you go about this, guys, my delivery's happened.
I want to be there
Beware.
at the delivery.
He kind of smiles. He's like, it's a little late for that.
Son of a bitch. Delivery's already happened, hasn't it?
Might have. You're observant.
The cart's gone, isn't it?
Might be.
I mean,
Hope you got all your stuff out of there.
I'm a big dude, so like,
Yeah.
is there a window I can see outside?
For where you guys are, you're in the back of the place. It would be very hard to see all the way through the tavern to the outside, especially across the street to where the stuff was.
Fair.
Can I insight check him? See if he's telling
Yep.
the truth.
No problem. Yeah.
I'm going to assume that he is, and I'm going to assume that I'm going to roll very low anyway.
Yeah. I don't know why you roll so low on roll 20. That's really weird.
Roll 20.
There we go.
Yeah, I don't. It does not make sense. I don't get it.
Roll 20 has its good days. Roll 20 has its shit.
Yeah,
More shit
fuck.
days than good days.
He's you can still tell even with that, like, you can tell he's very confident. He feels like he's in control of the situation right now.
Curious, will my passive 16 be suffice for that or no?
It would be. I'll tell you, it'll just be the same thing.
Okay, cool.
He feels very confident. He's in control. And he's shown that he's in control with the guards immediately coming to you guys as soon as you made a move. And he kind of sits there and he's like, so what is it? What will it be, gentlemen? You have two, kind of 3 choices to make.
I did not know that my compatriots were willing to start trouble.
He puts a hand up to you right out. He's like, it's okay. It's no worries. It's no real trouble at all. Everyone can be on edge at different times for different things. Comes with the job.
I'm gonna take the bag of gold. I'm gonna check the bag of gold.
Okay. As far as it would take some time to actually count it, but there is a sizable amount of gold in there. You could guess it is the 300 that he said.
It's going in the bag of holding.
What'd you say, Juan?
We'll keep in touch, and I start getting up and moving out.
Okay. He kind of nods and said, "We'll talk. We'll get you when we need you."
When I walk,
is everyone else getting up too, or is just Juan getting up?
I'm not getting up just yet.
Okay.
I'll make my way out just to confirm the cart.
Okay. The guards are eyeing you down pretty heavily as you walk out. Just because you were the one who made the move at him.
Territories run differently.
As you get out, they don't say anything to you.
Mm-hmm.
As you get out, you do see the cart is indeed gone.
Okay.
But Arandur, are you going to ask him something while you're sitting there, or is he just kind of like looking at you?
Will you be staying here for the foreseeable future?
Probably not. I got places I need to be.
Please feel free.
As I'm sure you do.
I mean, I literally meant like, is he staying at this pub, this tavern, like now, or is he leaving?
That's what he's telling you. He's like, I have places I need to be. Probably not. And he kind of leans in, and he's like, and I'm sure you have an idea that even if I did stay, you wouldn't even know who I was when you got back.
I'm starting to get that impression. Tell me something. Are you actually that spineless and shit-fearing in a fight? Or could you have actually held your own without us?
He's like, without you holding your own against that many people, probably not. That's why I hired you in the first place. But if it was a one-on-one, or in this case, 1-on-3, I'd be okay to be doing well enough myself. We're trained in ways of being able to keep ourselves alive.
And you're doing a mighty fine job of it. I'm sure we'll be seeing each other again. Well, undoubtedly you'd say that you'd see us. Farewell. And I'm gonna go to the bar.
Okay.
Keeping an eye on Roddy.
Okay.
What is even his actual name?
You don't know. He kind of looks at you. Rydel, what are you doing?
I'm going to, now that both of them are gone, I'm going to sit with him. And Rydel's going to ask, you were able to change your face. Leo can do that as well. Is that a common thing?
He kind of like, he smirks a little bit and kind of like lowers his head a little bit. He's like, mine is a little bit different than Leo's.
Okay.
Leo's is a illusion of sorts. Mine isn't.
Oh.
Fucking
Is that a learnable skill?
Unfortunately, my version, probably not. Leo's, you could try to figure it out. It's not as hard to do.
Presumably,
someone
I can't
like
hear this conversation, by the way.
No, yeah, he's like being quiet now. You're a decent ways away too.
Voices.
How deep in conversation is Roddy at this moment?
I mean, he's just kind of, as he has been before. They're just doing hushed voices.
Okay. I won't quite get up to leave just yet, but assuming I'm completely alone.
I mean, you're at the bar. You're not completely. There's bartenders who are standing with you, like standing near you. He knows you're there. Like you're not hidden from anybody.
Shot of your cheapest whiskey, please.
He kind of puts it on the table and he's like, "Don't worry about the cost."
Much obliged.
But yeah, with Rydel, he's like, it's learnable. It's tough, and it takes some study to do if you're not naturally given stuff like that. If you're not naturally affiliated with it, or that's not the right word, but whatever. But doing it like I do requires birth circumstances.
See, your organization, this Legion, they're good at hiding, though, correct? They stay.
We have our ways. We have our ways of hiding, but it's usually not the way people would think it. We hide in plain sight.
See, and I assume that is also by birth.
Yes, unfortunately. That we have some in our employ that can do it as Leo does, but they tend to not be disguised, and they tend to walk about simply as our extra sets of eyes.
I see.
They can, but it's more as your friend does, not as I do.
I understand.
And he kind of puts his hands on the table and he's like, well, I have places I need to be. You guys enjoy your time here in Pine Keep. Don't worry, the city's large enough that anybody who is looking for you would take a while to find you here. The city's pretty large. And he finishes his ale.
Is he leaving?
He's getting up and heading towards the door. He sees you.
Before he looks over, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on him.
Okay. He doesn't. I mean, he doesn't change anything.
No,
you don't know if he's aware.
He shouldn't notice.
I mean, you don't know if. As far as I know, you wouldn't know if he was aware or not.
No, I believe that people aren't aware if Hunter's Mark or Hex is cast on them.
Hex, yes, they are definitely.
Oh, Hex they are, but Hunter's Mark they're not.
I say I know Hex definitely they are. That's the thing.
No, Hunter's Mark they shouldn't know.
Okay.
Cool.
And he nods to the two guards as he walks out, and they just nod back. And Leo, you're outside looking at the cart. What else? We're looking for that. Seeing the cart's gone. What else are you?
What is the guard count?
For what you can tell, it seems like they patrol in like groups of 2, and you know, like the 2 that were in the bar, and there's like, it's within every like 60, 70 feet. There seems to be another like group of 2. They're always within like eye shot of another group, in case they're needed.
Fuck. Alright. Well, I mean, he sees... I guess he sees me just looking out where the cart used to be. I'm just standing there like just sulk.
He doesn't acknowledge you. He just kind of keeps walking. He kind of walks into the crowd and
I'll
is gone.
Down my drink and go out and find Leo.
You guys, he's easily to find outside. He's the obvious tallest one amongst the crowd. The type of people here, just for a little thing, it seems like it's a lot more human and like a lot more human than anywhere else. There's some dwarves and elves, but then there's like spatterings of other races. But he's definitely the tallest of any of them.
Okay.
Arandur's here already?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just walked out of the bar. Rydel, you doing anything else after he left, or?
After he gets up and I see Arandur get up and leave, I just kind of like pull out my little mirror, look back in my eye for a bit, think to myself, and then get up and go.
Okay, so the 3 of you get outside roughly at the same time. What are you choosing to do?
Oh. Are we... How many people are around us? Are we fairly secluded? Is anyone going to be able to overhear us?
No, you're in the middle of a street.
Let's look for some lodging for tonight.
Before we do that, if perchance we wished to find our friend, we would be able to do that within the next hour or so.
I already have his scent.
I've placed a mark upon him for the next hour as well.
Okay. No, it's not like an actual ping of where he is, right?
No, it's just an advantage on tracking him.
Damn it,
that's what it is.
No, it's not that. It's
it's Mind Spike is the thing where you just know where he is.
It's the race, man. It's the race.
Oh yeah. Bitches are tricky, dude.
Bitches are tricky, and there's more of them that I don't
As
know
far
about.
as-
I don't know. I don't know. Leo doesn't know about. So
Well, you would know that there's more of them because he said that he was talking in we a lot of the
okay,
time.
okay. Then so in that case,
Like he was talking in that a lot on purpose.
and he changed face in front of all of us. Yeah.
In front of you three, yeah.
Okay.
But you guys don't know he does that naturally.
Yeah, that's what we don't know. That's what we don't know. We don't. I don't know that he does it naturally. So
Every sort
Or
of
was that Rydel telling them that?
is right.
David?
No.
Oh, I thought that was Rydel telling them that
No,
when you just said
no.
it. That's what I was wondering.
So it's like,
Okay.
so
every like 15 minutes, I want to ping off a check to see if I can locate where he is.
Okay. It's only an hour. At the 50 minutes would be only one then check because it's only an hour.
No,
15.
15. No.
Oh, I thought you said 50. I was like, that's only one check,
No,
Shroom.
no.
15. So 4 checks in just general.
Okay.
Yeah, I look for an inn.
Okay. Make investigation check.
Oh,
You guys
we're
can
heading
do it
into the
either with
city?
advantage or two of them.
We're going into the city.
Yes. Very excited.
So either one investigation check with advantage from Juan, or 2 people make them.
I'll
Someone
throw
please
it out
make
there.
it. Please
I can
someone
make one. I have +3. Okay,
So,
never
yeah.
mind.
Okay, so
Okay.
13, 3 and an 18. So I would say in the time it takes for you guys to really find another inn or tavern, another place to actually get lodging, Shroom, you would have gotten 2 pings during that time.
Yep.
And one of them was deeper in the city.
Uh-huh.
You're not sure what a direction is. You just can tell like he's probably deeper in the city. And then it's kind of just like somewhere in the city. Like you can tell that he's just not left yet.
Okay.
Because you don't know exactly the direction, you just know like, okay, he's somewhere still here. But it's a big city. As you guys are walking, it's definitely a heavier population than Grung Hill. In the effect of like Grung Hill was a population of about 2,500 people.
And I stick out
Roughly?
I stick out like a sore thumb, don't I?
Yeah, you are one of, I would say, as far as you guys can see, just this travel, you're the only Firbolg, and you're standing above everybody else. But Grung Hill is roughly like 2,500 people as far as like total population. This place is above about 20,000 people.
Jesus Christ.
So it's like a lot of people, and by the time you guys actually find a place, I would say you find easily enough number 2
Okay.
on the map
They're
in
right
the
at
center
one-
towards the
one-
plot. It's kind of like where everyone's going to, and it's this big next to this big plaza square of like merchant shops or merchant like little kiosks and stuff. And number 2 is another tavern/inn place.
Oh, so wait, so the first one was called the Kraken's Den, right?
Yeah, Kraken's Keep,
I can sleep.
Kraken's.
and that's at number 4 outside of the city.
Okay, and this one's called
Silent Sloth, number 2.
Silenced Sloth.
Silent, just silent.
Oh, silent. Okay.
In
Yep.
the whole meantime, I'm keeping my distance from Leo and keeping an eye on him.
Okay. You would have walked by number 5 and noticed probably what that is, because Leo would have noticed that it's like the temple district is all through here
Okay, so that's
as
all
you guys
right.
came in.
All right.
Those would all be temples where you guys were at.
And
I'll
this
just
is-
move you guys up
again,
here.
This is Plain Keep.
Yep. You guys can move your characters around to like different buildings you would be at too.
Okay, so pink.
But that's the one place you would definitely notice as you guys were walking in.
What would this
Um,
place have been? Nice.
12, you would have been able to walk by and tell that it was some sort of blacksmith shop. You wouldn't be able to tell, like, you didn't see a exact sign or anything just by walking by.
Okay.
And for 18, where did I put that at? 18, you see that it's kind of it's not attached to the tavern, but it's just big building, think Skyrim style of like an upside down boat as the roof.
Okay.
Okay.
And you see a lot of people in the same type of Stone Glades uniform and symbols going in and out of it.
Oh,
Okay.
Stoneblaze. Okay.
So, out of game because Rydel wouldn't know, but like a barracks of sorts.
It's essentially like a guild hall.
Okay.
It's a hall of like a thing now. It's like a huge like longboat upside down for the roof.
Curious.
I'm literally ripping it right out of Skyrim because it's a fucking great design.
Can I like can I actively tell if Rydel's like having mistrust on me right now?
I would say not so much mistrust. It would be like you can tell he's just keeping his distance a
No,
little
it's
bit from you
mistrust.
guys. Well, I'm saying what he could tell. Like it's a little bit more of him just kind of like keeping his distance. You're not too sure whether it's like the city or if it's what you did.
Okay.
You can guess it's maybe one of those two.
Yeah. So. Oh, okay. Yeah. How much?
But yeah, you guys find the tavern, the Silent Sloth. It's a kind of a wooden stone building. Their name is painted on a sign, and it's got this like visage of a sloth like hanging from a tree branch. And that's like what that's where it's the sign is painted on. And inside there's different hunting trophies inside along the walls.
I'm not saying.
Like, I mean, there's a couple bear ones, couple wolf heads. It's nothing of like, it's not so much hunting for sport that you can tell. They're just trophies that they did keep from any hunts along the years.
Leo is very uncomfortable.
But yeah, you guys walk in here. The owner / barkeep there is kind of behind the bar, and she sees you walk in. She's like, "Oh, how you got folks look new? You're kind of we don't see many of your kind around here." She kind of leans up, like nods to Leo.
Yes, I am new. How much for the night?
Just one night, or are you staying here a longer time? Because it depends on different prices.
I look to the group.
There's a few things I'd quite like to get done here. We're kind of on a rolling contract at the moment, so we're not sure how long it would be that we'd be staying here. How much is it for just the one night?
So she's like, just one night will go about a gold piece each if you're gonna each have your own rooms. But for multiple nights, it would be about 5 for the week each for your own rooms.
What do you reckon, guys? How long do we want to stay here?
We can stay for the week.
I think
Hey,
that's a good idea.
I think a week is fine. And I just put 5 gold.
Same.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
put in 5 as well.
Okay, she easily gets it set up, shows you guys to your rooms. You're all like 3 rooms next to each other on the second floor.
Thank you very much. Right. I think we need to have some kind of meeting here, lads. When she's left, I'll say that, and I guess
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll just lead them all into mine.
Okay.
And it's a fairly comfortable sized room, enough for, you could say, like a full sized bed, not just a small little twin bed. It's not those kind of shitty rooms.
Shit, I'm not gonna fit in that, am I?
I mean, there's not like there's a end board. You could obviously
Okay,
hang off of it.
okay.
Feet could dangle.
Yeah,
I've done it.
yeah. Or hell, you could do it of just like pulling the shit onto the floor. Like,
Yeah, just
there's enough
over
floor
here.
space that
Okay.
you could sleep on the floor if you wanted to.
Leo's probably gonna do that, but later.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Right.
There's a set of like chairs and table, basic hotel room setup,
Right.
flat screen TV, you know, all that.
the flat screen TVs.
Yeah,
Nice.
they
Does
went
it have
expensive
free
for this one.
Wi-Fi?
No, that's you gotta pay extra.
Continental breakfast. It has to be at least continental.
Swimming pool is
Yeah,
a key only.
A golden night, there has to be continental.
Is there a gym?
It's B&B, isn't it? There's bed and breakfast. It's a bed and breakfast, right?
Okay.
Right.
My
Wow.
my question stands. We get free breakfast.
Actually, no. Do we get for?
You don't know.
Oh shit.
You don't know.
Um,
It's not breakfast. You don't know.
I ask her.
She kind of looks at you and like, no. That's not how it works.
Oh,
We gotta make money. We gotta make a living off this. Come, we don't have people always stay here.
I only ask because the last inn we were at it was not as expensive. It is no worries. I imagine this in the city things are more expensive.
Right out.
Yes.
Come.
Oh, I'm sorry. I will be back later. And I run off.
Okay.
Right. Leo, I know you're not exactly comfortable here. And neither am I. Rydel, I'm sorry we couldn't tell you what was happening before. I know you're probably a wee bit confused.
Yes.
For what it's worth, you may have noticed that Leo and I aren't the biggest fans of Roddy no more.
Yes. That did seem quite strange. Did something happen? Oh.
Oh yes. There are some mighty shady dealings going on.
Roddy was in possession of eggs eggs that come from specific beasts of nature that, if attempted to separate from mother and kin, could lead to very catastrophic things. It's unnatural. Goes against everything.
Were they? They were eggs with child. They were fertilized.
There are eggs that could hatch into various creatures. I think Leo mentioned that one of them could well have been like a griffin or something.
I now mentioned that one of them could have been a griffin, but yes.
Leo has just mentioned that one of them might be a griffin.
Yeah, he didn't recognize any of the other ones.
Look, we are not
Is
about
that
this kind of life right
a
now.
large?
It is a large creature with the shape of a...
No, I know what a griffin is.
Oh, okay.
I'm questioning if that is problematic to own one of those eggs.
It is wrong to own one.
It's the fact that they've been removed from where they should be, and we don't know why. I'm sure, Leo, you've got your ideas, and I've got mine too, but I can't confirm any of them, but it's
unnatural.
Roddy's in with a crowd we didn't know he was in with, and there's a reason that he was so against letting himself be known to that group we met back there on the road.
Wait. I don't want to remember. The guards addressed him as what?
They said Sir Valor.
Sir Valor?
Mm-hmm.
Sir Valor. Spell that well? V-A-L-A-R?
Yep, just like it is.
Okay.
Sir.
Valor. You should ask about that name. Valor. Just to make sure that one meets the other. If he can change his face like that naturally, as easily as one can put on clothes.
Yes.
That is unnatural.
Wait, would you know that?
I mean, him like literally. Would I know that, Carson? Actually,
Would you be
I
able
would
to
say-
tell that the difference between that and a disguised self?
actually,
I would
don't-
say he could. I would say he could tell the difference between the disguised
I had-
self because he
actually-
can do it.
Actually, I had detect magic up.
Yeah,
for
and
10 minutes.
detect magic would reveal a disguised self
Ah,
because it's just a detect magic or disguised self is just an illusion.
Yeah. Yeah. So. Yeah.
You would know as much that it wasn't disguised self that was disguising it.
Yeah. It
You
was,
don't know what. You just don't know that's what it is.
then I'll mention at least that wasn't magic what he did with his face.
No.
That is worrisome.
Do you think that was why he was in Grunhill? As that feckin' barkeep? To look into the
We
dragon?
don't know what he was in Grunghill. For all we know, he could have been Lorelei. He could have been the halfling. He could have been anyone.
Pieces coming together, but they're not coming together.
We need to stay for one more mission from these people. It's unfortunate, it's wrong, but we need to know that, I mean, when he said about necessary evils is not all that wrong either. Forest fires. That's a necessary evil because it repopulates, it refreshes the ecosystem.
This isn't. We're not
Avalanche.
talking about a refreshment of the ecosystem here, Leo. You know that.
I get the sense of that.
I'd quite like to speak to these stone glades, but we don't know who's who. We don't know who's watching.
And to say that the territories are unorganized, that's not all that true either. At least in my view. They're looking to expand for reasons and such, actually. But anyway, I think it's good to be off the roads for a little bit. Enjoy a little bit of civilization before something catches up, something gets hired out.
Mm. What sort of time is it, by the way, at this point?
This would be, like, by the time you guys actually got here, it would be into late afternoon by finding the place.
Well, if we're here for the week, I think at some point we've got to talk to these stone glades. I mean, I don't know how much we want to let them know.
What can we tell them? What
Well,
what can we tell them? When a man that can change his face, dealings that he has influence with the guards. What can we tell? We are literally the last people to even try to attempt to tell anything. Like he said, he's already won. It's just how we try to make out of it. Rydel,
Yes.
do not think of me differently. It's...
I worry for you.
Excuse me?
I worry for you. I've known somebody who was friendly and helpful and suddenly had a strange shift and grew more violent.
That you don't have...
Your son change worries me. That is all.
It'll pass. It'll pass. The only time I ever get like this is when something breaks the natural law. Do not worry.
I hope that is the case for our sake.
Alright, so what we doing, guys?
Yep. You guys can either... Technically, we can do this two ways. We can either do it a day-by-day thing, or if you want to have, like, over a week period or a couple-day period of, like, quote-unquote downtime. Which way do you want to go?
There are things I want to do, and there are things that I'd quite like
To speed up?
people to try out. But it depends on what we want to do as a group as to who we want to talk to. Are we taking a side here? Because we know that the Legion and the Stoneglades do not get on.
Because, like he said, it's... The Stoneglades is the face, the Legion is the worm beneath the earth. Trying to make everything go round. It's... Underbellies, man. Fucking underbellies. Ow, that's a mic hit. Okay.
Could be fun to get involved with.
That's great. That's great in the
That
recording.
was some good reverberation. I liked it.
Woo!
Could be a laugh to get involved with.
I'm sorry. Anyway,
You guys have the city of Pinekeep to kind of do with... You don't know where a damn thing is, besides the few things you walked by.
Well, in the meantime, Rydel's gonna step out and he's gonna go explore the town. Because he's never been in a town, period. So he's gonna go get lost.
Because, like, depending on what we want to do, Juan, I don't know what spells you have.
I had combat spells ready.
I mean, there is the possibility that you can. Do you have access to locate object yet?
It's a level 2 spell. I think I
Level
think
2
I do.
spell.
Hold on a second. Let me double check my other app real quick.
While you guys are checking that,
Yeah.
Rydel,
Yep, go ahead.
what direction are you actually kind of going to get lost towards? Just give me a direction.
The temple area.
Okay, make an investigation check as you're kind of just walking around.
Okay.
Kind of searching. Actually,
I'm not
perception, because you're just kind of walking around and searching for, like, visually searching for stuff.
11.
Okay, fair enough. We'll say that you kind of, like, walk around kind of close to the wall to see, like, how the walls work. You see, like, here, there are stationed a bit more heavy guards. At that, like, it's like a gate entrance to a castle.
Okay.
You can see, like, the castle from where you're at, but it's, like, more heavy guards, like a closed-off gate. You can tell. Walking by number 12, you can tell that it is a...
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell closer it is a blacksmith shop called the Sweat and Buckle. And from outside of it, the building is, like, stone with, like, iron reinforcements on the sides. It's got a big, like, wooden door. And just by walking near it, you can hear, like, sounds of, like, steam whistling, like, banging noises. Like, all the sounds, like, from a cartoon, like, inside a workshop thing. And you see, like, every now and then, like, some smoke kind of squeak out some of the closed windows. Are you going to go in or anything, or are you just walking by stuff?
Just exploring. Not walking
Okay.
anywhere.
Walking kind of around 17, because you're kind of following the wall.
Am I?
Okay.
Alright. Sure.
I'm just going to say that that's what you're doing, just for exploring-wise.
Yeah, I was just going to the temples. But...
Yeah, just a roundabout way to get there.
Okay.
You see, like, a pretty big, building, multiple floors on it, and so they got smaller buildings on its side, and you just see the name College of the Cold Steel on the outside of it. And it's, like, kind of, like, iron lettering. It seems like it's a lot kind of militaristic by the shape, but you see, like, there's, you know, skinnier-looking humans going in and out. Some of them are not as in shape as you, but close to it.
Okay.
Going in and out of there with, like, rapiers or, like, smaller, like, finesse-type weapons.
Interesting. Good to know.
Getting to the temple district, I'll just give you the different temple names, like what temples there are. There's Morden, which is 8. You recognize the same symbol as the one in Grunghill. You recognize another one at 11, being the Temple of Ioun.
Ooh.
And then you would figure out just by wandering and searching that there's the Temple of Pelor at 10. Temple of Bahamut at 6. Temple of Cord at 7. Temple of Melora at 5. And then Temple of Sarenrae, or Temple of Melora is 9. Temple of Sarenrae is 5. And I'll give you guys all this put in lored up after.
Yeah, no Temple of Ula, right?
No.
No temple of Ula. Alright. What was the other one? Oh, Sarenrae.
Sarenrae. That was the last one. That was 5.
Okay. Interesting. No Temple of Ula.
But while you're doing your searching, what are you other two deciding to do?
I like to actually go to maybe someplace. Do I want to be? You know what? I am going to go to a temple. I want to go to the most nature-based temple. Or, hell, I'll go even to the outskirts of the city and, like, just recollect, rejuvenate, and
Okay.
yeah, just I need a mental.
Do you want to just go to the outskirts then, or do you want to go to a temple? Which one do you want to do?
I'll pass by the temple, and I forgot if any of these ones are actually nature-based. Any of them?
9 would be. Melora would be.
Yeah,
Alright.
Melora is nature-based.
I'll head over to Melora then. Temple Melora.
Okay. Arandur, what are you doing?
I'm gonna check out the Stoneblades Guildhall.
Okay. We'll start with Arandur's thing. The Stoneglades Guildhall it's a pretty big thing. You see that there's a lot of people coming in and out. Some of them have, like, shields or, like, symbols of the Stoneglades on their armor or somewhere. But it seems pretty busy. It seems like a lot of these guys are of the... a majority of them are more built, like, kind of built like Ornn, but not nearly as like big and strong looking.
Yeah.
Mostly in like most of them are like humans, dwarves. You see a few people that you would recognize as dragonborn.
Uh-huh.
Like one or two of those, and you see even like same type of one or two people with differently colored skin, usually in shades of red and purple, with horns and tails.
Yeah.
Kind of walking in and out.
I know what those are. Does Arandur know
Yeah.
what those are?
I would say make an intelligence check.
Oh, that's not good. Oh shit, I'm not my
I
character.
believe in you. I believe in you and your intelligence.
No, I don't.
Make it history. Make it history. That'd be better one to do.
Both the same.
I
Well.
believe in you.
That's 20. Nice.
Okay. You know them as tieflings, and you know them as people who somewhere in their bloodline, some infernal or demonic blood got mixed in. Whether it was their own fault or some like way ancestor or something, it has come out in them to give them the horns and tails.
Do they seem to be being treated, being pushed away, or does Arandur not know that they're kind of generally seen as lower class because?
You would say that here, from what you can tell, you would know that they are in other places kind of looked upon with like a little bit of apprehension.
Yeah.
But those that have like any Stoneglade marking on them, or they're around this area with any Stoneglade marking on them, are treated just like anybody else.
Okay. What sort of generally is happening in this place? Is it just like a meeting place? Is it like?
From what you can tell just by outside, it seems like just as far as you can see, like a college campus, just people outside for right now. You can't really tell what any of the other goings on besides them just kind of coming in and out every now and then.
How long ago was it that we met the Stoneglades?
It was about 3 days, 4 days almost. It was before you got to Bulgar, so I'd say 4 days.
Don't suppose I'll see any of them here or anyone else I recognised.
Make a perception check.
That's potentially quite good. No, it's not 7.
You don't see anyone that you would recognize immediately.
Okay, I sort of wandered in here just with the intention of exploring. I'm not really sure what I want to do at this point.
That's fine. I'll go. I can move on to someone else.
Yeah, move on to someone else. I'll just wander.
Rydel. Or actually, we'll do Leo first because Rydel, I think I might actually have some shit on.
Oh.
I actually have like stuff written out for you, and I don't have stuff for Malord. Also, this could be fun.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, you kind of the difference in this temple compared to the other ones. The other ones are a lot of stone based. Some metalworking's put in. The Temple to Bahamut is huge. Like that's the big and like impressive one.
It's number 6, right?
Well, Malor's what?
Number 6, right?
Yep.
Yes.
All right.
But Malor is one of the smaller ones. You can see that the cornerstones of the building kind of just look like natural made trees with stone put around them to make the walls.
Okay. Okay. The floor is stone or dirt?
It's kind of like a stone pathway.
Okay.
With like kind of like uncovered but soft dirt, like with any type of seating around.
I would like to go to the dirt, sit down in the dirt, and try to dream into the Feywild.
Okay. There's not many people in here. You can tell. Like, it's pretty empty. Besides like one or two clerics running around.
Mm-hmm.
But they kind of see you, and you just kind of like a nod to you. Like they don't come over and say anything.
Yep. I just give them a nod and a wave, and just go into my trance.
Okay. It seems like it's like you can kind of get a sense to like see into like you get a feeling like you're seeing like your normal dreams in the Feywild, but it's very distant compared to like how vibrant it was like through any other dreams that you've had.
Yeah.
So it's like you can feel a somewhat of a connection, but it's not that strong.
It's an attempt, but Master, I know I spoke to you recently. There are some unnatural things in this city. I don't know what to do. Do I keep on my path? Am I following your mandates correctly? Feywild or planar. That is wrong.
Roll me a D100.
Fucking shit. Okay.
I just want to see what happens. Okay. The connection that you can kind of like, you're just kind of like in a trance of this. It's still very weak, but you hear like kind of a whisper just saying, "Follow your friends," and it's the same deep voice, but it's very quiet. It seems very distant.
Okay. Okay. I'll fall asleep here.
Okay. We'll just fast forward to the point for you of just like they offer you like an actual like room if you would like one.
No, the dirt is fine.
And they kind of nod. You can see that like in the back, kind of watching all of this happen. You do see what seems to be another Firbolg in the back of the temple,
What?
but she's definitely keeping her distance from you.
That's for another day.
It's like you like get this, you like just kind of see the corner of it. You see the shape, the relative like more female, a little bit smaller shape, and then it kind of disappears.
All right, cool. I will. That's a mental note for sure as we go into Rydel stuff.
Rydel,
Yeah, that's me.
what are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm going to the Temple of Ayun.
Okay.
Yeah.
With your knowledge of what Ayun is,
Yeah.
it's a very, it's weird to say, but like a library-style temple.
Mm-hmm.
There seems to be lots of bookshelves, lots of kind of weirder things, like mechanisms kind of along some of the walls whirring.
Probably.
And, what?
It's probably the most familiar thing.
Yeah,
I've seen in a
you
while.
can tell, like, as you step in, you just have this kind of, like, wave of familiarity, like you feel a little bit more calm.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the like few clerics that are running around in here, you get a sense that there's not too many clerics running around actually in the temples doing anything. A lot of them may be just other places at the moment, but most of them are human. There's a few gnome running around.
Mm-hmm.
They're not paying you much attention. People see it's an open. All the temples are kind of like open archways to where people can walk into like a general area whenever they want to.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna pull back my hood and look around for somebody who doesn't seem very busy.
Okay.
One of
One of
like
the,
an acolyte or somebody. Or priest.
Yeah, one of them kind of comes up to you, a small, like very small, like 2 foot tall, 2-3 foot tall gnome, little woman, and she's kind of on the older side. She's like, "Oh, how are you? Are you okay?"
I'm not sure. That is why I'm here.
She kind of beckons you to like lean down to her.
I'm far from my temple, but my temple had a sanctuary to Ayun as well. I pull out my little holy symbol.
And she gives a little smile, and she's like, "It's wonderful to hear. I was unaware of a lot of other temples outside of the bigger cities, but I'm glad that you found some solace with her." Here, and she kind of, you are bending down to her, right?
Yes.
She puts her hand kind of like up where your burn mark is. And she's like, "Is this okay? This looks very, very hurt, like in pain."
That is partially why I have come here, to try and figure this out. It does not hurt. It does. It has these moments of searing, but I could see through it despite my eye being glazed over.
Okay. You see her kind of grasp a similar symbol on a pendant, and you feel warmth from her hand for a moment or two, and then she kind of pulls it off, and she's like, "Oh, that's unfortunate. There's no change in your eye. It's something different than beyond what I can do. I'm sorry."
I understand. Is there anywhere I can research?
She's like, we have our general shelves are available to you. We have stuff probably in the back that may help that I can look in for you if you give me any hint of what I'm looking for.
If I knew, I would tell you. And I sort of explain. I go with her to the back, I guess, and I give a very.
Well, she's keeping you in the general area.
Oh,
she's just
to
asking.
to the study area, I meant.
Yeah.
I assume that she walks with me to the study area.
Okay, yeah, but she's not taking you to the back that she
Right.
meant. But yeah.
But in the meantime, I explained sort of my general story of how I got it, and asked if she could help. If that helps her in any way.
That sounds interesting, and I'm not sure if there's gonna be much to erase it. To remove it.
Even if there isn't, I just want to understand.
We can try. You're more than welcome to come back here and search in these general stacks and everything. But just curious, you look like a pretty well outfitted, well fit man. Are you good at, the adventuring stuff? Are you good with that?
I seem to have a bit of a knack for it, as I am learning.
Well, it's going to take me some time to do some real research into doing this, and you may be able to help us with a small issue that we have, if that's okay.
Yeah, anything. Say.
Okay, she kind of opens up one of the back doors and deeper into the temple and just kind of tells you to follow her.
Sure.
She grabs a small kind of hooded lantern, kind of like what you were looking for, off one of the shelves. It's small enough for her size to carry.
Oh, that reminds me. Okay, good.
You're welcome. But she kind of leads you down, and this is the first time you would know for a temple of actually going down into the earth. Your temples were basically kind of flat at one level or second story.
Okay.
Or at least anything that you knew of. And as she's gonna lead you just down here, and as she's just originally they were surprising. She's slightly hostile at first, but after we showed them some compassion and that we didn't want to hurt them, the situation seemed to calm down a ton. But now, they don't seem to want to leave. We need the room down here to start making new areas for families to bury their loved ones, and especially those who follow Ayun's teachings. And as you're walking down now, you're able to just sense from the place around you, even though it's pretty dark, very low lit torches, that these are catacombs that you're walking in. These are where people are burying their any dead family members. And she leads you to a small chamber with a door on the other side and just kind of puts her hand up to stop you and tells you to be quiet. And then she kind of points for you to look just around the corner into a different chamber, around an archway.
Okay.
There's a small. You can tell there's a small campfire burning from the other side of the archway.
All right. What do I see anything?
Around this small campfire, you see about a dozen small lizard humanoids of different colored scales sleeping. They're 2 feet tall, max.
What are they?
Are you asking her or are you asking me?
Her. I imagine that I wouldn't know.
Okay, I just didn't know if I couldn't tell for a second. She's like, well, what they are, their race is called kobolds, but she kind of ushers you just to make sure you don't disturb them back up into the kind of stairway that you came down here.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, there's rumors of them serving dragons and such, but from what we know from these guys, they just kind of appeared here, accidentally tunneled into our catacombs, and again, after they seemed a little hostile, just us being here, and then they calmed down, and now they're not really leaving. They kind of seem to make camp here. She's like, I'm not sure, well, I don't think they need to be removed by force. They may have something else that's going on. We don't know, but they're able to be calmed down if one of us is around.
Can they communicate?
She's like, one of them can. Their leader.
And what does he say?
Well, he just kind of, at the moment, just told us that they need to stay here for a little while. And it's been a little while, and really we're more afraid of them trying to go up through the temple and start wrecking stuff if we have to end up fighting anything. We're worried about sparking too much at the moment. But if there's something else that they can be done with actual adventurers, then that'd be the better option.
I have some friends that are also quite skilled at adventuring. Perhaps they will be able to come with me, and then together we can ask what the kobolds need.
She's like, yes, that's great. It doesn't need to be as soon as possible. Do whatever you need to do in the city first. They're not showing any signs of trying to be aggressive and moving out of the chamber. So do whatever you need to do in the city, which you can take whatever time you need, but if you come back with your friends, maybe we can figure out what's going on.
Mm-hmm. I will.
And she kind of leads you back up quietly to not disturb these sleeping kobolds.
Cool.
As she gets back to the top, she's like, thank you, and can I realize now, through everything, I didn't even get your name before we went down there.
Oh, my name is Rydel.
Like Rydel, okay. My name's you, like Y-E-W.
Y-E-W.
You Frosthand. You Frosthand. I'm just a you could say low-level cleric here, but I follow her teachings as best as I can.
Thank you for your help.
Of course. And if that eye ever gets flaring up or anything, let us know.
Mm-hmm. Alright. I guess once she goes, I'll just do some meditating, and then eventually make my way back, passing by going up and checking out what 13 is eventually.
Okay.
But what time is it, by the way? I don't.
It would still be like into getting into evening.
Okay.
By this point of you going all the way down there and coming back up, it took like say a solid like 15-20 minute walk to get all the way down there as deep as you went.
Okay.
But 13, as you can tell, with the sign and everything out front. Where did I have that? It seems to be kind of like a general merchant shop named Fleetfoot's Burrow.
13. Fleetfoot's Burrow.
Yes.
Alright, I'm sure everybody already knows what I'm going to ask, but do they have healer's kits?
Are you going to go in and find out?
Yes, I'm going to go
You can't tell from outside.
I am aware.
There's a shop window.
Carson. Carson.
Yeah, easily enough. It's just 10 gold for a healer's kit there.
Wonderful. I'm buying one.
Okay.
Jeez.
You do notice that they're outside on or inside when you walk in. There is a human man. They're kind of burly looking, big beard. That's just kind of like keeping an eye over the place. The owner is a small little male halfling. His hair's really frizzly. He looks kind of wild-eyed. Who's selling it to you?
Do they also have hood lanterns?
Yep.
Cool. How much are they?
Let me look.
The answer is, how much do you have left?
He's willing to sell it to you for about 6 gold.
Perfect. I will take that wholeheartedly.
Okay. Easy enough. You see, you get the sense now that this is kind of like Sim's place. It just has a bit of like bits and pieces of everything.
Cool.
It's not seem to be a big specialized store.
All right, and David is a happy camper.
Officially.
I'm surprised you didn't ask the clerics.
It's bandages. It's not anything holy.
I don't know why you didn't. I'm just asking. Okay. Shroom, have you decided to do anything else during this day?
Yes, very much so.
Oh wait, wow, Rydel, are you actually going back then to the tavern afterwards?
I mean, if it's not late enough, I'll check out the plaza and the general area.
Okay, then we'll just get to those after Shroom does his stuff.
Yep.
I'll tell you kind of what everything is, what you're able to find by your wandering around before the night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead, Shroom.
3 things I immediately want to do upon getting in there. I want to see if I can see anyone who just looks like they're in charge or more important within the Stoneglades. I want to see if anyone is paying me too much attention or following me. And if it's still up, I'd like to ping my hunter's mark. I'm not sure if it still is. Bear in mind, this will be as soon as I get in.
No, yeah. Your hunter's mark thing, it will go away after this last one.
Right.
It's as far as you can tell, he's probably still in the city. You don't seem the thing with it's not really a ping again. It's you actually tracking him.
Yeah.
So as far as you know, he's still in the city.
Mm-hmm.
But then it does, the hunter's mark wears off.
Yeah, that's fine.
You are looked at just casual, people and they're just not recognizing you, just kind of walking into the Stoneglade, just people not knowing who you are.
Okay.
Those kind of casual looks.
Yeah.
There's a taller-looking half-orc there with kind of basically the guy with the clipboard.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of checking things, and there's people coming up to him and kind of signing something, getting stuff done, and walking away. And he sees you walk in, and he's like, "Oh, I don't think I know who seen you around here before. Are you lost?"
Just before, do I sense I'm being followed?
No.
Cool.
Nothing more than anything usual.
Right. No, I'm only just rolled into town this afternoon actually. This is a sort of general Stoneglades meeting place, is it not?
He kind of shrugs. He's like, "General, no, this is." He puts his arms up in the air. He's like, "This is the big house. This is where it all comes from. We have our other branches everywhere else.
Oh, I understand.
But this is the big leagues. What do you?"
This is your main area. All right. Well, that ties in quite nicely. Sorry. What do I call you?
He's like, "Me, I'm one of the known as an Acer. My name is
Acer.
Aesir.
Aesir.
Yep." And he's like, "I'm Phil. I can get people on their way if they're part of the Stoneglades, get them places to go, people to meet."
Where does Acer rank in terms? Because we've already met a few levels.
You don't know. You don't know what his rank was. You know that Riley was considered a Watcher, that was early base level.
And
I think you were told I don't remember if I told you that or not.
You did. I've got it in my notes.
Did I? Okay, then yeah, that would be. I don't remember.
Okay.
But you wouldn't know any terms of what ranks higher than another. The only one you would know is the top is the Hesser, Hesir, their leader.
And
that's the name I gave you of Sir Norman Knox before.
Sir Norman Knox.
Yep, I know I gave you that one before.
And it was a Hesser.
Yep, Hesir.
Cool. Well, as I say, I've kind of just rolled in today, and we've already encountered a few little issues. We ran into some of your compatriots on the road, actually.
Let's go to who? Where did they go? Which group?
There was 4 of them. We had led by a fellow much like yourself by the name of Orn.
Orn and them. Well, I'm sure they got along with you pretty well. He's a nicer guy.
Aye, yeah, they were mighty impressive in battle, actually.
That's what we do. That's what the Stoneglades are for. And you see him kind of put a hand over his fist over heart type salute thing.
Okay.
One of the weird things that people do.
That's fair. I won't return it because I'm not a Stoneglade.
Yeah.
I find myself in a little bit of a pickle of knowing what to say to who. My compatriots and I were tasked to escort a merchant to this here city. And upon arriving, we kind of discovered he's not everything he says he is, and we're kind of lost as to what to do. And from what I know, this is the place to go to with those kind of problems.
Kind of looks you down and he's like, "What's this merchant's name?" And you can tell like he's putting emphasis on the word merchant.
Well, he introduced himself as Roddy.
You see him like kind of scribble down the name on his clipboard.
But we heard him addressed as something else.
He's like, "And?"
He was addressed as Sir Valor.
Again, just kind of scribbles.
Any kind of recognition on his face of those names?
You can't tell anything. He's kind of stone-faced.
And he said that he was part of the Legion.
All right then. He kind of scribbles again. You see him he pauses for a second, and he just keeps going. He's like, "All right, well, I'm sure you guys didn't have any knowledge beforehand about what you were doing."
Absolutely not. We're just trying to make a bit of coin.
He's like, "That's no issue. That's what we all do here anyway. So we'll keep a lookout on it for him. No worries there. It'll be hard to kind of find him, but hey, we might get lucky."
Apparently so. He can change his face.
He's like, "Oh, do we know? Yeah. It's kind of what they do.
They all do that, do they?
Most of them. Most of the ones that we know of, at least."
Blimey. Right. Well.
He's like, "You can trust that we go through a regimented way of testing people before allowing them in to kind of get rid of that. So
Right.
don't worry about anybody in here."
Fair enough. Well, that's grand. You can promise you that I can't. Yeah. When we were speaking with your compatriot Orin and his team, they said we weren't really sure what it was that the Stoneblades do, but apparently you are the people that people come to with major problems, and you just basically kind of solve them.
If the coin's right. That's right. We are a business. We are one of the many guild halls here in Pine Keep, one of the oldest ones here in Pine Keep. And we got to keep our place running, so it does come down to coin more than just doing anything for anybody. That can be left up to the Empire's business to do.
Do you get many tasks in from the Empire themselves?
A few here and there, things that maybe they don't want to waste their own men for, that our men are particularly good at.
Does that not bother you?
Nah, it's the way it is, the way it's always been.
Alright. Well. Thank you, I guess. Just wanted to...
Are you looking to join us, or up with anything?
Well, Orin did kind of recommend it to me.
Orin would.
We had a bit of a tussle with an ogre, which was quite entertaining.
Sure, Orin made short work of it.
We all chipped in our ways. He's pretty useful with a sword, that fella.
Oh yeah, you should see him actually when he's serious.
I would not like to be on the receiving end of that.
He's like, "Yeah, you wouldn't." He kind of pulls down part of his like leather armor that you can see, and there's kind of like the start of a scar there.
His handiwork.
Yeah, we got into a dispute, but it was handled well enough.
Fair enough.
That's the other thing. We handle our own. So, if you run into any of us that are, mouthing off the wrong people, bring it to us and we'll handle it. Don't handle it yourself. You don't know who you could be fighting up against.
Oh, I'm starting to get that impression ever more. Well, thank you for your time, Phil. I'm sure we'll be meeting again at some point.
He does kind of open up his clipboard to show you, are you not wanting to join?
I'm part of our group at the moment, and we're not really sure where our road's gonna take. I would express interest, but nothing concrete at the moment, if that's alright.
That's understandable. Just know that we do have a few, what would you call, entry-level stuff, just so we know that you guys can handle yourselves on the road. Your friends can more than well join as well. As far as once you're part of us, you can kind of go do whatever you still feel like to do. But if we have a job for you, or you come to us needing to look for one, you can get one under our name and use anything like that. But we do have entry level stuff. We have a couple here at the moment that we would be more than willing to send a group out on. It would require you to be leaving town here in the next couple days. You don't have to leave immediately, but
Okay, do you have any details of those that I could get?
he's like, well, it depends if you're gonna stick around. He kind of gives you like a little bit of a sly smile.
Ah, well, we're in town certainly for the week. Possibly longer. Depends on what kind of things come our way, basically.
He's like, well, talk to your group. All of you guys come back here to accept and want to do this entry level stuff. We'll give you we'll give you more detail. But as far as anything intriguing that you can tell them what's happening, it would be a pretty routine mission trip to Lost Witch out west. Not more than maybe 5 days journey, 6 days, something like that. Nothing too long of a journey there.
Okay. Well, thanks very much, Phil. I'll be sure to pass that on. Hopefully we'll be back at some point.
You see him kind of nod and go back to like other people that are coming up, handing in stuff, and
Alright, I'll head on out. There's no, like, purchasing area here, is there? It's just a sort of general...
for the stone glades,
Yeah.
no, you don't see anything of them like being able to buy and trade stuff. You do see people like, you do see along like some of the walls and stuff that are weapons and armor of such that people do kind of grab and get what they need, hang some stuff up every now and then, but you don't know if it's their own stuff. You don't know if it's like free to take by any member or anything like that. You wouldn't know.
Cool. No problems. I'll, we already saw what number 12 is, didn't we, on the map?
Yep, you've seen what it is. You've not been inside or anything to know anything more than just what the outside is.
What is the outside of it again?
It's a let me get my description part up here. It's a like stone building with like iron reinforcements, a big like swinging wooden door, and there's like sounds of like steam whistling, like the cartoon bang sounds behind the door. Every now and then, like there's smoke that comes through some of the windows.
Oh, I'm going inside.
Okay. Going inside, you see that there's, as you open the door,
Uh-huh.
you just hear this, watch out, and like kind of make a dex save for me real quick
Oh, God.
as you open the door.
Dex. What's my dex? Oh, my dex is huge. Oh, dex 7.
Yeah, it shouldn't be bad.
That's even better. That's +6.
Shouldn't be bad.
8. That's not good at all.
That's fine. You take 3 points of fire damage as
Ow.
you kind of get like just caught by a small explosion at like end of it out the door.
Okay, so 3 points of... Oh, I've got no
Just 3.
stats on my page. What's going on here?
I don't know. Just mark down 3. It's nothing huge. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
But you see, like, it kind of dissipates. You kind of wave the smoke out of your eyes for a second. And you see this female dwarf, kind of like a thinner-looking female dwarf on the other side. Smudges of, like, soot and everything across her face and hands. Like, shorter brown hair. And she has, like, goggles on. She kind of lifts them up. The goggles are, like, covered with the soot as well.
Uh-huh.
She's like, oh, I'm sorry about that. Just kind of got away from me there. Are you looking for things? My name's Eleanor. Eleanor Bucklebrand.
Oh, not at all, Eleanor. I was, just really exploring. What kind of establishment you running here?
She's like, oh, shoppers, yes. And she, like, starts, like, getting stuff, like, together and goes behind, like, a small little counter. And she's like, well, anything you see on the walls, we can make a deal with. I got some special things, but being a little bit forward, I'm a little bit attached to them. They're my babies.
Fair enough. I might just have a look around then, if that's all right.
She's like, no problem. She starts getting work with something in the back, and
what do I
most of
see?
the stuff you see on the walls are like, most of them are kind of like normal, different varieties of armor and normal like looking weapons. Some of them are kind of uniquely shaped like axes and stuff, but nothing that seems like too unusual.
Okay.
You see behind the counter above her, you see a pair of short swords, one in a sheath and one out of a sheath, and the one out of the sheath is like giving off this, for the room that you're in, this dull like light from it, like kind of like a flashlight light.
Ooh.
You see her like working on something of like, fuck, and she just tosses a broken arrow aside and grabs another one.
I don't mean to interrupt at all. I realize you're busy. What are you working on with those arrows?
She's like, oh, these? And she kind of like holds you up, and you see about a set of like 5 arrows with other seems like finished ones behind her. But like, each one of these arrows have like something next to like a little small little package next to the arrowhead itself. And just from view, you can see that the package is small enough to where it wouldn't affect the flight of the arrow. But she's like, these are my special babies. These ones, I've been trying to create some things to, you know, have some few effects happen when they hit things. Why, you're looking to buy them?
Oh, yes. I'm
Well,
something of an archer myself.
She's like, I guess, because these are special to me, it would be about 100 per 20. I only have about 20 on me right now, fully made, and I can make more, but it takes a lot of time. And she kind of points like, as you see now, this like cluster of broken arrows. She's like, and a lot of defective things that happen, but she's like, would be about 100 gold for them.
Quite difficult to make.
She's like, they do special things. They do different things on each one. She pulls one out, and just grabs like a short bow and fires it at the wall onto the side of you. Where do we go? And basically, you see a similar explosion happen after it hits the wall, and there's kind of like a scorch mark where the arrow hit, and the arrow is disintegrated. And so they're kind of like one-time use things, but hey, they do some cool shit.
That's very cool.
There's just like every now and then I get a dud or two, so I don't know if there's gonna be a dud or not, but every now and then.
So it was 100 gold for 20, yes.
100 for basically because arrows come in batches of 20, pretty much it'd be 100 gold for 20.
So I couldn't take a part of that batch. It would be for the 20 itself.
No, yeah, it would be the 20. They're like bundles.
Those are fantastic. I have to say, I can't. I'm not quite. My purse isn't quite full enough for them just yet, but I am so bearing this place in mind for when I come back. One question: what are those fantastic-looking swords behind you?
She's like, oh, she grabs the one that was in the sheath and pulls it out. She's like, these are my shiny boys, and she holds it to you, and like it's essentially like kind of a dull, kind of whiter lantern light on them. She's like, they just kind of shine up and can, help out when you're in dark places.
That's fantastic.
Simple, but hey, they work. And she puts it back through the sheath.
Nice.
Be about 80 each for each of those. They come in I like to sell them in a set, but it would still be about 80 for if you just want to buy one.
I will also bear that in mind. Right, well.
The short swords are on they're on the thinner side of. They're not as wide as you would know like your normal short swords.
Oh, much like you're attached to your babies, I'm mighty attached to mine. I quite like the swords I have at the moment, but.
It's like, well, if you know anybody, by all means, send them here. Like, I'm willing to sell stuff.
Oh, I absolutely will. Well, thank you for your time. I will definitely be back at some point this week.
Okay. She kind of just nods and starts working on more arrows. Just doesn't seem to give you anything else after that.
I am going to go back to the tavern and try not to wet myself with excitement.
Okay.
I'm going to be selling some things to make room for these babies.
Okay. So we'll do this just for expediency's sake. On Rydel's travel around, 14 is a jeweler that you can tell called the Devil's Pocket.
Just remind me real quick, what arrows did you just get, Shroom?
I didn't get any.
He didn't buy any.
Oh,
But
they're ones I'm homebrewing, so they're going to be interesting.
okay, then so there's special arrows and special swords.
yes.
Yes, the swords, you don't know what they are, but you would know out of game, but I'm just not going to say what they are yet.
14.
But the jeweler called the Devil's Pocket.
Devil's Pocket sounds not ominous.
Yeah. Number 20, from what you can tell, it's a smaller tower, maybe about 30 feet tall.
Okay.
It has Arcanum Obscura on the outside of it, and like very fancy lettering.
Arcana Obscura.
Arcanum, UM.
Arcanum Obscura.
Yep.
Okay.
Number 15. would be another blacksmith style shop. It seems like it's a very like it's smaller, and it seems like there's tool sets on the outside a little bit, called Hammer and Sickle.
Hammer. Sickle. Okay.
Number 3, that is what you can tell, another tavern called the Banderhob's Bust.
Okay.
It's got this like kind of sign with a frog like squatting on a stump on the outside of it.
Vanderhub's bust.
Yep, bust.
Okay. And it has the bust of a Vanderhub on the front.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
It's simple.
Yeah.
And then 19 is a similar looking building like as the College of Cold Steel you saw before, but this one is a lot more vibrant looking. There's like braziers on the outside lit with like kind of fire and stuff, and you just see College of the Daring Spirit. Besides really the braziers and like different colorations, it looks pretty identical to the Cold Steel. Still like a multi-level building.
Okay. Good to know.
And that's those other areas in the northern section. Are you doing anything else before going back and...
No. I mostly just exploring town, walking around.
Okay. Make me a perception check.
Okay. 8.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Okay. I'm rolling. We're all rolling very well.
Yeah, today, it's a good thing you're not in combat today, because goddamn.
I'd
At least
rather
not
be
yet.
in combat.
By the way, Juan, did you add that 300 gold to the bag of holding?
Juan?
I'm here.
Yes,
I'm just muted.
yes,
Yes,
you did,
I did
you
not. I did not add it yet to the little thing.
Yep.
So
You
I'm-
can
I
add that
add
because he
literally
tossed it
right-
in there.
Okay, cool. So 300 gold in the bag of
I think
holding.
unless you gave it back to... You could say you gave it back to Leo, if you want to,
Yeah,
Shroom, or
yeah.
that you still have
okay,
it.
Yeah.
470 gold pieces is in the bag of holding.
Nice.
Okay, but Rydel, you make your way back to the tavern.
Which I'm currently asleep in the temple for. So good luck.
Unless you guys want to do any talking amongst yourselves for tonight, we can just skip into the next day. Obviously,
order
Leo's
some-
asleep.
I'd probably
order
just
some
ask
food,
Rydel what
yeah.
kind of places he found around town.
I go over all of them, I think. Yeah. While I'm sitting there eating my dinner.
Everything else seems a lot of maybe small, like no name. You could pretend to be shops or like living area.
Right, okay. Wondering if I could make a sale.
Okay.
Are you doing any other conversations for the night?
I will probably wait until Leo is back before I tell everyone what I did that day, just so I'm avoiding telling it twice.
That's fine. That's fine.
I will
you
tell.
guys-
I will tell Rydel I'm doing that because
Okay.
I'm getting the sense that Rydel might feel like he's being left out a wee bit, and I don't want him to get down. So I'll just be like, I went to visit the Stoneglades today, but I'll wait until Leo's back so I can tell you all at the same time what happened, just so I'm not telling it twice.
Yes, I have some news as well from when I visited the temple.
Oh, really?
We'll say in the morning. I'll mention it when Leo arrives, wherever
absolutely.
he is. But
Suffice to say, there might be a few jobs in it for us.
yes, it does seem like there is
Two.
one.
Right.
Carson.
Yes.
I would have probably asked while I was there. Can I take out books like a library at the Temple of Ayun?
At the temple, they ask you to keep them in the general area,
Okay.
but you are free to like have a enclosed room once you have them
Okay.
if you want to like study in private.
Oh.
But they ask not to be taken out of the temple.
Okay. Good to know. All right.
All right,
That
I
was
think
it
we're good.
Yeah, I think we're
Okay.
good.
Night happens. You guys have your level 4,
Yay. I have
and
already
you didn't
leveled
end up in jail. I was worried you were going to end up in jail.
Did we nearly end up in jail?
You nearly ended up in jail.
Yeah.
up. I mean, One of us would have definitely been in jail. I don't know about the other two.
I would.
Depending on how depending on how it went, it could have been all of you. It
Nope.
could have been just one.
Rydel wasn't going back to jail. he's seen the other side. Oh, good. I have slow fall. I could jump off cliffs now.
So Juan's taking the resilient feat.
Yes, I
That
am.
is correct.
I'm upping,
What are you boosting your con, right?
I'm upping my con +1 to 15, and now I have proficiency in Constitution saving throws.
Yep. Which means now you have proficiency in any concentration checks you need to do.
Yep, that's a fun time. Better concentration. Better.
It's not Warcaster where you have advantage, but hey, it's close.
It's
better.
Yeah, I feel like it's scaling rather than like hoping for it.
Yeah.
I mean, advantage equals +3 or +4. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's just then the other stuff that comes with Warcaster, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Rydel, you are doing ABI, right?
Yeah, I'm bumping up wisdom, and it fits because I was just studying at the Temple of Ayun, learning
Yep.
shit.
And are you just bumping up wisdom by 2, or are you bumping up anything else?
All my skills are even, so I'm bumping
Okay,
up
so just wisdom.
except for Charisma.
Okay.
Charisma's a lovely 9.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
9.
And Arandur, you're bumping up too, right? You're not taking the feat.
No, I'm bumping up con and wisdom, so they're now at 16.
Okay, so now you have 2 evens there.
Yep.
Okay. For anybody who I guess who doesn't know, if anybody listening, watching and stuff who doesn't know, ABI is ability score increase, so their actual ability scores can go up, or you could take a feat like Leo did. Feats are really cool. Some people don't like feats. I like feats.
Oh, I love feats.
Mm-hmm.
Carson is
I'm
allowing.
sure you do, Shroom. I'm sure
Carson
you
is
do.
allowing the optional rules of feats and multi-classings.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
I just ask for a reason for them to
Yeah,
happen.
and also he's
That's it.
gated them past level 5, so we can be certainly sure, like thematically
Yeah.
wise and stuff like that, that we want to do.
I like the idea that whatever class you start at level 1, that is your main class when we're finished.
Yeah.
But...
How are we doing hit points again?
Oh right, we roll.
You can either roll. Yeah, I like either roll or take average.
I have taken the average because you know my history.
Yeah. If you think you're gonna roll shitty, just take average.
Yep, that is my general consensus for everything at this point.
Oh right, let me roll then.
So what are we rolling for it again?
I think yours is. I think Ranger is D8.
Carson, I got a 1. What happens?
D10.
You could take average.
I could take average
Or
on the
reroll.
1
Yeah.
or reroll.
Or reroll because 1s are shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So Shroom, you roll a D10,
Uh-huh.
and then you add your Constitution modifier to it. Not your new one of 16. Whatever your one before that was, I would say.
Okay, my old one was...
Plus two.
Your old one was +2, so you would
Yeah.
roll a D10 +2. And so David has a 4 plus whatever his con is.
Yeah, I have 34 health now.
Yep.
8.
So you'd get 8 hit points, but now.
Nice.
And I think by bumping your con, it also changes it, but whatever.
Yeah, if your con goes
I
up,
don't know.
you get 1 extra hit point per level you are.
So yeah, you would get 8, and then
Another
since
4.
4, you get another 4 because you bumped your con up 1.
Sweet.
Yep. That's the benefit for bumping con up another modifier.
Mm-hmm. I'm at.
If I'd have taken the average, I'd have been at 38. I'm actually at...
Your average with D10 would be 5, so yeah,
It would be 6.
it would be 6.
Yeah.
It's always the middle. No, it's the middle plus
Oh.
1. It's the middle plus 1.
It's always
five.
middle plus. I always think it's just the middle.
Well, it's
That's
X
gone very well.
it's X.5 or whatever.
Oh,
I
is
think
it?
that's right.
Okay.
We'll look at it after Shroom to make sure, but I think that's right.
I'm at 31 HP. You said you're at 38 HP. David.
Rydel's at 34.
34. And what are you at in terms of
Shroom.
Shroom?
44.
44.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
What were you at before?
34.
32.
Yeah, that.
Then you shouldn't be at 4. You shouldn't have gained 12.
You just
It was
gained 12 because
eight
of.
plus-
plus
8
the 2
plus
and
4,
4 because
yeah.
I added my...
Oh yeah, I'm an
Wonderful.
idiot. Sorry.
Math, Carson.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, well, it wasn't math exactly. I thought I did the math. I did math wrong in my head by doing the wrong thing.
Yeah, it's ridiculously high.
Yeah, I'm.
It's not that I didn't add 8 plus 4. I just did the wrong math.
You
in
just
my head.
gained twice as much HP as I did.
I'm definitely upping my con next level. Con and charisma is my next.
You-
level.
I don't need any of that con shit.
They just can't
Wait.
hit you.
Yeah, I just never get hit. The best part.
It's true.
Yep.
I get more key
But
points.
you guys wake up, well, long rested. Leo, you wake up on the dirt. You get there is a blanket over you that someone put on you.
Oh, this is comfort.
Early morning, I would have done my exercises and meditation.
Yep. Make a wisdom save.
I was gonna say, can we take like a little loo break?
Oh yeah, no problem.
Seems like a good
15.
time.
Okay.
Ooh, above 10, babe.
Your eye kind of hurts a little bit, but it's not as much as it was before. What are you guys doing?
I want to try to find that Firbolg.
Okay. She's not within any type of visible thing,
Okay, and then
and a lot of the other back doors are shut.
is there any clerics in the vicinity?
For the morning, doesn't seem to be anyone else in the general area.
We'll come back later. And I start heading back to my room. Actually, you know what? On the walk back, I'm gonna stop by that like whirring and like that mechanical place that.
Okay, it's fairly quiet right now.
Okay.
It is still like morning.
Jesus. Okay, that's a thing. All right. I give a knock on the door.
Okay, you wait a few minutes and no response.
Oh, it's super early. I'm just gonna go back to my room in that case.
There's definitely like people on the streets, not as crowded as it was when you guys were in here before. It just is morning still.
Okay.
You walk into the tavern, and the tavern's not as busy as when you first got in here. But there's still a few people. There's like one or two guys passed out on tables from the night before.
Okay.
There's the same barkeep in the back and just kind of getting things ready for the day. The same human-looking female that's back there.
What's her name again?
You don't know?
Oh, good morning.
She was like, "Morning, didn't see you come in last night."
Nope. Just had a little sleep out in the dirt.
She kind of looks at you. She's like, "Okay,
I
guess your friends are upstairs. They came in."
Yeah. What is your name, by the way?
She's like, "I'm Era."
Era. E-R-A?
Yep.
Barkeep. Tell me more about why there are so many dead animals here.
And you kind of point to the ones on the walls.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, "Oh, well, this used to belong to my father and his father before him, and they were part of the like old city watch back in those days. And whenever animal came running into the outskirts of town, or just trying to be territorial or trying to hunt something it shouldn't, they took them. It was their job to kind of go out and hunt them back. It wasn't for any of like sport. It just kind of happened, and they decided to put up the trophies."
I see.
And she can tell like you're a little bit worried, and she's like, "It's okay. It's not like we went out and actively did this. They came to us.
Okay.
This isn't all in the last like year. These are many years old."
Okay. Can I get coffee?
She's like, "No, not a problem." Just kind of put down. So, do you want me to just keep a tab for you guys, or?
Yeah. Let's keep the tab open. Whatever they order, we'll deal with it at the end of the week.
She's like, "All right. What can I put a name for you guys, just so I know what you guys can all kind of go in."
Put under Leo.
No problem. Puts it down. She's got a bit more of an actual like bookkeeping method than William did of just putting it on a paper on the wall.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, a coffee, and I just wait for them to wake up and come down.
Rydel, you're doing your morning exercises.
Yeah.
What else are you guys doing?
Afterwards, I would come back inside and I guess see Leo.
Yeah, he's just kind of sitting there drinking coffee.
Good morning, Rydel.
Yes,
How was your routine this morning?
it was fine. I did not reappear last night. You did not come back to the inn last night.
Oh, yeah. There was a temple in Melora, and That was. I just needed to have a little talk with my master in the Feywild, so I slept there. Best close to nature. In a temple at that.
Understand. It seems that both Arandur and I have found potential leads for possibly adventuring work.
At this point, I'll just sort of stumble downstairs.
Eric kind of looks at you, she's like, busy night, I guess.
Randor's up.
Good morning, fellas.
Morning. Is it still like pretty empty in here at that point?
It's like, it's filling up slow. Like, it's a slow thing.
This town is very slow to wake up. Once it gets going, it's a lot.
It's actually quite large.
So, work? Potential work,
Wow.
you say?
We do have a couple of potential leads going on. Rydel, do you want to go first?
Oh, sure. At the Temple of Ayun, there seems to be kobolds dug into the basement. And they have no intent of leaving. The clerics there want them to leave peacefully, but they fear that if they press too hard, it may lead to confrontation. Therefore, they would like adventurers to go with them to sort of see what the kobolds want, potentially help them.
Okay.
Does Arandur know what I know about kobolds?
Make an intelligence check.
Oh.
Always assume that they don't know what you know.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Okay.
I say, just always assume that, and then we'll see. Because like all four of us know a decent amount that
15.
our characters may not. You know that they are usually smaller creatures. You know that if they do attack anything, it's usually in packs, but then they're easy to flee.
Mm-hmm.
You know that they're most of the time minions for other things,
Mm-hmm.
but you're not quite sure what those other things really are beyond like what you could extrapolate to other lizard-like things.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a good possibility. I mean, if it's work for temple folk, I don't exactly know if we get anything for it, but
You
it's
never
good work.
know. Temples have a interesting way of accumulating money for things.
If they're hiding out there, it's probably for some kind of reason.
Probably. What do you have?
Well, I went to see those folks from the Stoneglades. They're open to anybody joining, like our friends back a few days ago said. They've just got a few like entry-level tasks up around Lostwich. About sort of 5-day trek.
But only in Lostwich?
Sorry?
Only in Lostwich, they said?
That's all I heard. That they're very, very familiar with the fella I spoke to was very familiar with the crew we ran into on the road. And as far as our run-in with our other friends went, who don't like them very much, they can guarantee that they're not going to be there. They have their methods and ways of rooting them out.
Okay.
Turns out what our former friend can do, they can all mostly do as well.
Oh.
Yeah, one to watch out for if they've got a presence in the city.
That is still worrisome. And
Yes, yes, it is.
as I say that, I'm going to cast Locate Object.
Okay.
Ooh, yes.
I'm focusing on the Griffin Egg.
Okay, what's the radius?
1,000 feet.
Okay. No ping.
No ping.
No ping.
Gone from the city, baby.
The eggs are no longer in the city.
I didn't mention the eggs to the Stoneglades.
You didn't?
No.
Okay.
I thought it best to run that one by you first.
At this point, there is no point. There's no proof. The evidence is gone from the city, so...
Well, we'd have had no chance of getting it even if I had told them, would we?
It probably was already 1,000 feet out when we founded this tavern yesterday, so...
Yeah.
It was worth a
exactly.
shot. Mm-hmm.
Well, he's got the name. He's got both names, in fact.
Roddy and Sir Dollar?
The very two, yep.
So, you're saying?
No, that was pretty much it. I mean, we've got those potential tasks. We've got your man at the or your woman at the temple. Found some interesting stuff in the shop down the road, actually, that I might want to look into.
Definitely. Rydel, it doesn't seem like you want to go to Lost Witch, do you? Lost Witch is back from where we came.
No. I would prefer not heading back towards the west.
Yeah, I'm actually keen of entering this shop as well. There might be something in it for me this time around, so...
Well, I would say so. My one question to you fellas, these potions I picked up a ways back, do you think we're ever going to use them?
Which are the potion of...
Potion of invisibility and potion of vitality.
Yes. Rydel is very interested in the potion of invisibility.
The potion of vitality is a... What does it do?
It removes any
the
exhaustion
disease.
and cures any disease or poison. And for the next
both
24 hours,
super
you regain the
good.
max number of points for any hit die you spend.
I mean...
It's essentially like a lesser restoration with a little bit of a boost.
I mean, I have lesser restoration.
That's what I was thinking. And I mean, those things go for a good amount of gold.
And also, I can make myself invisible, but you guys, invisibility.
Rydel wants it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good question.
I'm kind of interested in the potion of invisibility as well.
So we can sell the vitality potion.
That's what I was thinking. Just need to find a place to sell it, really.
Did you see any sort of magic shop of sorts? It looks like the place that we're talking about is more of an ironworks or a...
Oh, I would not be so sure of that. There are some very, very funky items.
Alright, so...
Again, they are mostly combat-based. But there are some pretty funky things.
Let's take a walk over there then, in that case, for the morning. And then we can most likely head to the temple, or the Cobalt
Yeah,
Park.
absolutely. DM, where would I know of the best place to sell this potion of vitality?
Through Rydel, I kind of through Rydel, kind of like wandering the city. You could try like the general store as an idea.
By the magic shop.
The
Arcane.
The Arcanum, probably. You don't really know what anything is in there, what it actually is.
Is that the one I was in, number 12?
No.
No, that's Arcanum's number 20. 12 was the blacksmith.
Right,
Was one of the two blacksmiths that Rydel would have told you there's two of them in town.
Okay, that's cool. I'll quickly swing by the Arcanum, I think. That's probably the best place.
Okay. Are you guys all going to go with him, or what are you doing?
Over to the magic shop?
You're going to the magic shop? I'll stop by the magic shop. I'll stop by the magic shop first, because that actually is probably where I'm going to find what I'm going to be asking for, to be honest.
Okay.
I'll come check
You guys
out
walk
the
over,
site
and
of
it is like a 30 to 40 foot tower.
Cool.
That's there. Your door is unlocked, and you guys kind of walk right in. You just see that it's a vast library. Like it looks pretty like the same. You can basically look like 40 feet up of library. And there's a couple people running around, and one of them notices like, "Oh, can we help you with something?" Like,
hi.
what's going on?
Is it a library or a shop?
Are you asking them?
No, I'm asking you.
You don't know.
Is this a library?
So essentially, yes, it's a place where we gather a lot of knowledge. People come here to train and try to learn more about what they do, try to understand more what they do. essentially.
Is that so?
Pretty much. That's what we kind of do here.
I wonder if you could take a look at this, and I'll show him the book.
Okay. He, you see his eyes kind of, he trace like some glyphs, and his eyes glow with the same thing that Leo can do. And I gotta pull up that PDF again because I forgot about it. Because that's what has the information I didn't write down.
Yeah, you forgot about the book, didn't you?
No. I just that's where the information is.
Fair.
Okay, she's like, oh, this is a pretty easily made wizard spellbook with some pretty good condition. It's got a few spells in it.
Any idea what they are?
Oh, yeah, they're pretty easy. The ones that detect magic, like I did to understand this.
Yeah.
One of them is identify.
If only I can freaking...
Yeah. And the other one is arcane lock. Those are. She's like, that's really all it's in. There's room for more if you're planning on adding more.
I can't use this, can I?
No, only wizards can.
No, only wizards
can use a wizard spellbook, and that is...
And again, they have to use their own because they have to like transcribe it over to their own book.
Yeah.
So none of the
It's
three
a whole
of us
process.
have any use for this book at all.
Basically.
Not at the moment. Not unless anyone decides to go wizard, which is weird, but
That would be super weird.
So no one's thinking of going wizard, I assume.
I mean, at the moment, no, it's not super useful.
Nope.
Do you buy or sell books over here?
She's like, oh, we can. It's unusual, but we can.
I mean, if you'd be looking to take this off my hands, be happy to sell it to you.
She's like, okay. She kind of goes over to like a little sitting area. Calls over a few of the different people. They're kind of all like humans and a couple half elves. And through the whole like trying to figure out exactly what they should price for this, they say they can give it to you for about 150 gold. They'll pay you for it.
Done.
Because it's an entry level book.
That's not bad.
Done.
Because it's an entry level wizard spell book that they could give to anybody. Have a few spells at their opinion or at their option already and fill it up with more.
That is 17 different kinds of deal.
Okay, yeah, no problem then.
How much do we make for it?
150.
150.
Oh.
Is that going in holding, or am I taking that?
That's like nothing. Shit.
Hey, listen, if things like... I think the arrows were like 80 gold or something like that, right?
100, were 80 each. Arrows
100.
were 100 for a package of 20.
Oh, okay.
But she only has one package fully done now, and she likes to sell them in packages.
Got it. Okay. So...
where's my other section? I need to get rid of this one. Oh, there you go. Well, goodbye, unidentified book. It was nice knowing you.
Yeah, if any of you were wizards, you would have had an option to have identify just right there with you.
Yeah, I know.
Fuck identify.
I
hate identify.
No, you don't.
I hate identify.
So where's that 150 gold going? Is that going in holding or?
We gave the book to you, so honestly, I don't mind you having it.
Rydel's gonna look for another person, like another, I guess, acolyte there.
Yeah, easy enough to get help with something.
And same with Leo when it's my turn.
He's going to approach them while they're doing their coin nonsense that Rydel doesn't care about. Do I find anybody?
1 second.
Okay.
Explain
150 seems like very little for 3 spells.
It's 3 first level spells, though. That's a thing. Only first
Yeah.
level.
Still.
I mean, how much does scroll? Wait, how much is a scroll of a first level scroll would be?
I don't know. I don't know how much it is in Carson's world, but
Oh, in Carson's world, that's right. All right.
like a spellbook alone is 50 gold.
So each spell about 33 gold each in that case.
Yeah, which
That's
that's
not
super cheap.
I think it's okay for the purpose. Like, let's look at it this way. It's 150 gold that we shouldn't have, and for a book that none of us are going to use.
Just saying, we could have gotten more. I feel like.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. I just wanted the gold. I mean, and plus we've got like potential quests coming up where we can make more.
Now question. I'm tempted to go to one of these blacksmiths and go like sell. Do we need the scimitars? 'Cause right now, in the bag of holding, we have 4 scimitars, 4 large crossbows, 2 maces, 2 hand crossbows, and 2 iron nets. I think we keep the iron nets.
I think we keep the iron nets and maybe one of each of the.
One of each of the weapons.
Yeah.
The rest can be just sold.
And the rest we could just sell. Like, again, it's unlikely we're gonna need them.
Yeah, because even though I can use scimitars, my staff does the same damage as a scimitar. And then
I mean, I can use scimitars, but I have swords already.
Yeah, and then I can hold it two-handed to do more damage. So like it's, I don't need scimitars.
I think of those, like, yeah, the mace could be interesting.
Wait,
But
how
again, I
much
don't think
mace
we're going to
is
need
actually?
4 bastards. I think we could get away with just having 1 mace.
A mace is a martial weapon, or a simple weapon.
I
Mace
can
is simple with 1d6, so it's a simple weapon. All right.
Sorry, my dad called and I getting stuff sorted
That's
out
cool.
for Christmas.
Yeah. It's,
Okay.
Yep. All right. So
So where do we leave off at?
Rydel, I'm asking someone else.
Yeah, I'm looking
Okay,
for
yeah.
somebody.
So you able to find somebody?
Okay. So I approach whoever it is, and
It's another younger human-looking guy. Looks like a kind of a newer person.
I would have hoped for somebody more trained, but sure. I'm.
You get the sense that they're all like the ones who are just walking around. They're all kind of equally. They're all just running around doing something. You can't tell what they're actually doing as far as if they're more trained or not trained.
So yes, I approach. Excuse me. Perhaps you can help. Do you have any understanding of sort of arcane scarring?
He's like he can see, he sees your eye and he's like it's uncommon that it can't be healed, but there are some, like, maybe some sources that you could try to get some idea of it, and we don't know exactly. It all depends on where it came from, who it was, when it happened. It's a bunch of factors.
Is there someone I can speak to about these things?
He's like, unfortunately, our headmaster and teachers aren't here at the moment. They'll be here over the next couple of days. They were sent to Westgrave for a little while to establish a new outpost there.
All right.
But they'll be back here in the next couple of days or so. Meanwhile, we can just try to help you search.
Do you think
If we know where to look.
Do you think there would be more information here than at the Temple of Ayun?
He's like, it's comparable. I would say it's different.
Okay.
He's like, we get stuff of anything that is arcane. We can grab knowledge of. Ayun can. The temple kind of goes more towards stuff guarded to them, or like the older stuff.
I see.
We take anything and everything arcane to make just as much knowledge as we can accumulate.
All right. Then
Anybody can try to learn stuff, so we just try to have that option for them.
thank you. I may come back for requests on this subject later.
Not a problem. And you see him kind of, as he kind of turns away, your conversation kind of done, he taps a pendant that he's wearing, and he kind of floats up to the higher book stacks.
Smooth.
Show off. I go and join the group.
Yeah, it seems like that's how they seem to get to the higher stacks.
Okay then, so I'm gonna really quickly ask if. I'm curious, is there any like potential staves that might be for purchase in this establishment?
One of them is looking at you like, well, you have one already, do you not? Or you mean just for one for casting purposes in general?
Yes, but I was just possibly hoping for something a little bit more. This is honestly just wood. Being able to channel the druidic nature through this. I was hoping for something a little bit more kick.
Is it good? At the moment, I would say that we probably don't have much. Usually our teachers kind of keep that stuff a little guarded for full members of the Arcanum, which you're more than willing to become.
I'm saying that I'm getting the damn speech, aren't I? Same damn speech, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
The same, like, if you're willing to become a member, like, we can give you more things. It's just, that's why we kind of save that type of stuff, just so we can make sure that it's going to the right people.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Yeah. I will actually think upon that. I may need some things from you, and some things you can learn from me as well. So it'll be an interesting trade.
He just kind of
Yeah.
nods and accepts it.
Yep. All right. Need anything else?
Nope. I don't think they're gonna buy my potion.
Jeez. Okay.
So you guys head off to where?
12.
Going down to
Yeah, boy.
the blacksmith shop, and by this time, Leo, and now that you kind of come back, you do hear a lot of the whirring and stuff sounds from the inside.
Okay.
As it's kind of getting into early afternoon now, I'd say 10 a.m.-ish, 10, 11.
Got it. Okay. Open the door.
Yeah, and Eleanor's still in the back kind of messing with
I
stuff.
was gonna say, just before we walk in, just before I open the door. Watch out.
Shroom, say that all over again.
Open the door.
You cut out.
No, say that.
You cut out.
You cut out. Say that all over again.
I said, just before I open the door, be like, guys, watch out.
I am.
And you see her working with something, there's like a slight smoke coming with what she's working from.
Oh dear.
She's got like a helmet. She has like a helmet on.
This is an interesting place.
Isn't it wonderful?
Yeah.
It's.
After a few moments, you guys are just kind of like standing there, and you guys see like kind of just like weapons and armor and pieces just strung about the walls. She stops. The smoke kind of stops, and she lifts the helmet to like admire her work. And she sees you guys. She's like, "Oh, hey, oh, you're back. Yes, okay.
Hello,
Still want these?"
hello.
And she runs over and grabs like the bundle of arrows.
How's the arrow creation going? Any advances yet?
She's like, "Unfortunately, I had a lot of duds yesterday after you left, but
Ah,
I still have these.
100 for the 20, was it?
That's what we got."
Then that is what I will take.
And she gladly hands them over. I'll explain to you what they do when you use them.
All right.
Just make sure you mark how many you have. Keep track of these ones.
Is that going into other?
Yeah, keep going to other for now.
Okay.
But just keep track of how many of them you have.
Okay,
I'm
so these are
going-
what?
And when you use them.
exploding arrows?
Just put them as arrows.
I'm gonna say so. From my bag of holding, I pull out 3 scimitars, lay it down. 3 large crossbows, lay it down. 1 mace, 1 hand cross. Oh, I'm sorry. 4 light, 1. Oh, that's what I meant. That's what it looks like. It's large. It's light crossbow, heavy crossbow. There we go.
Mhm.
That's my writing. So 3 scimitars, 3 light crossbows, 1 mace, and 1 heavy crossbow. And I say, "You have any need? Can I sell these to you?"
Her eyes are going big. How many heavy did you say?
1.
I have 1. We're keeping 1 of each, so only 1 heavy crossbow.
Okay. So 1 heavy, and then what?
1 heavy, 1.
3 light.
Three scimitars. I got those.
Yep. 3 light crossbows, and 1 mace.
3 light. And then
1 mace.
Okay. And she kind of like you see her kind of like her eyes are big and she's just like sputtering like almost unintelligible words to herself. It's like quiet, trying to figure out numbers. And she's like 200 gold, easy, done.
Yes. Yes. I go to turn back. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, she starts like she pulls out a small satchel and just starts like shoveling gold into it from under the table. You hear her like just kind of like scraping it into the satchel and hands it over to you guys.
Are there any like freestanding swords, like short swords?
There are some just freestanding base ones, and you would notice like kind of the glowing one up top. It's still 1 out of the sheath and 1 inside it.
Any that that Rydel could just like swing around?
Potentially.
Okay.
She sees you kind of like swinging them. She's like, "Be careful! They may do things I don't know."
pardon me, ma'am. Did you just say you don't know?
I mean, I test things out. Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it works like days later. So who knows?
Oh
You're
dear.
gonna be experimenting on these ones you just bought.
I mean, kind of. You bought. I showed you what they could do.
Nice.
Would you happen to have any staves in the shop?
She shows you like a kind of a group of quarterstaves that all look just kind of like normal quarterstaves.
Boo.
None of them have arcane things on them at all.
Okay. Fair. Fair. Okay.
And she's like, "But you said you were interested in these," and she points up to the short swords. She pulls the one of them out of the sheath, and Leo, you see now it has like a glow to it, just out of the sheath, just a natural glow. She's like, "Are you still interested? These are still 80 each, but you know, through what you guys just bought, are you still wanting these?"
I have personally no need for them. Do you any of you two need?
What do you think, Rydel?
You guys just see Rydel just swinging a sword, like barely paying attention. He turns around. What?
I can't remember if she said what they do.
She said that they will keep their light, was like you pull them out of the sheath and they're light. They're basically a light source for you.
Okay. Got it.
Crossing fingers, radiant damage, radiant damage, radiant damage, radiant
No,
damage.
you
Moon touch.
damage.
Moon touch swords count as radiant in some cases. Against any enemy that's vulnerable, it's considered radiant, but it doesn't do extra
I
damage.
believe so. I can see.
I think I read
No,
that.
it's just a 15-foot radius light of bright and 15 of dim.
Then that might be Adventurers League ruled.
Mm-hmm. This is just straight out of
The book.
Alright.
I'm sticking with my arrows.
And you see that they are like more of a slender sword, Rydel, than the short swords you have. Like the short swords you have, like think like Roman gladius style.
That's why.
And these ones are very like slender, like more
like cutlass.
kind of.
More like mine. Mine are like elven short swords.
Yeah, they're seem to be more elven made
Okay.
than full on like wide and like stout sword.
I'm quite alright. I put the sword back.
She's like, "Oh, it's okay. Like you can you can buy them if you want them."
Actually, I'm marked down. I have 200 gold on me. Hold on a second.
No, I am quite fine without a weapon. Do you have any? But actually, do you have any more exotic weapons?
She's like, "Well, at the moment, these are the only ones that came out like actually good and nice and didn't explode a few days later. So, yeah."
I would prefer that my weapons not explode, so I will pass.
Yeah,
that out.
that's why I was willing to give you these ones. Like, I know these work. These have been up on the shelf for a while.
I'm alright, thank you.
She looks a little sad.
Yes, it's beautiful craftsmanship, that's for sure, but unfortunately what I'm hoping to look for is a little bit more, just a little bit, get myself a little more of an advantage, but it's okay. One day I'll come back.
Oh, for sure, we'll absolutely be back.
Apparently you have a very faithful customer in Arandur already, so that's a start.
She kind of looks. She's like nodding to you guys, and she looks back to Rydel. She's like, "Did you want that sword you were messing with? Like, you could have that one too. It's not any more special than others, but I mean, if you like it."
No, thank you.
Alright then,
Pushing the hot
so
sell, boy,
in
pushing
that
the hot
case,
I think we've probably got all we need at the moment. But like I said yesterday, we're in town at least for the week, so should anything.
I know. I
We'll
just
be
wanted
back.
to make sure.
yeah. Alright.
Oh, thanks
She gets
very
back. She gets back to like what she was doing. You guys see, like she has like, as best of a medieval like welder's thing behind you, where she's like working on plate armor, like actually welding pieces of metal together in the back.
Cool.
much. Nice.
Guess to the temple we go?
Yes.
Anything else before that?
I think we're good. We lighten our load a little bit. Got some
Okay.
money. By the way, I'm gonna put 100 in the party fund and 100 of keeping by myself, just to let you guys know.
Cool.
Yep. That's all I'm doing.
Cool.
Okay. Easily enough to find the same gnome cleric, you still there. She recognizes Rydel as you walk in. And she's like, oh, these must be the friends you were talking of.
Yes. Yes.
Well, glad to meet you guys. And she introduces herself to you guys.
Pleasure to meet you.
She's like, hey, are you guys ready to go down? You don't need any other like health potions or anything just in case we have to do anything?
Wait, health potions. That's a good
So
idea.
yeah, we make a few here every now and then. Like, we make what we can.
We should buy health potions.
Oh, we said we should.
Do we have health potions?
No, we haven't bought anything.
Um.
Rydel's out of money. Rydel has 40 gold.
I am silly. I am silly. I know what I'm doing after this. Never mind, guys. Don't buy any health potions.
Yeah, I know. You didn't do it. And I'm like, okay.
Don't buy any health potions.
I couldn't anyway.
Did you take healer?
No,
No,
because,
he has a healer's kit. Or, not herbalism kit.
Yeah, and since I'm proficient in herbalism kit, for 25 gold pieces and a day's worth of rest, of downtime, I can make health potions.
Okay.
Yeah, so we got this one. I will definitely spend at least 2 days later after this making health potions. But yeah, I got that.
Okay. She's okay with it. She hears kind of like your explanation. She's like, that's fine. And
I wasn't doing that in character. Okay.
well, you gotta do something in character.
I mean, I would say no, we're good. We're
Yeah.
okay. We're fine. Cool.
Okay.
Mhm.
And she's like, are you ready to go down and speak with them?
If
She
you
kind
are,
of like hushed it a little bit. She's like, okay, and she like leads Rydel having being in the lead, her kind of pulling him along.
Oh boy, let's do this.
Takes you down like the 15-minute like downwards into catacombs, and it's pretty dark down here. Like the only lights you have are her lantern. I think Rydel has a lantern as well.
I don't have it on, but yeah, I have.
Well, I mean, if you had it on, that would be that one, and then like the torchlight every like 30 feet or 40 feet. And you get to this. She gets to the small room and like motions you guys to be kind of quieter, and looks around the corner. And she comes back. She waves you forward, and you see her kind of step in front. She's like, "Excuse me," and it's okay. And she puts her hand up, kind of like defensively, just to make sure.
Quick question. Like, how tall are the ceilings here?
About 8 or 9 feet.
Okay, cool, got it. All right.
But as you guys turn the corner, you see about 8 or 9 like small, about 2 foot tall, kobolds, all different kind of color patterns. Majority it is red scales,
Okay.
and they're all kind of there, and they get like kind of instantly like inherently aggressive at first, just by somebody arriving, and then back down. And you hear her name like, "We just want to talk to Galax, if that's fine." And they all kind of stand there and just kind of stare for a second. And then one of them moves from the back and like moves forward, and he's got like from best you guys can tell, it's a full shield that would be like a normal person size shield. But for him, it looks like it covers like head to foot.
Okay.
And it looks like it's made of some type of reptilian scales. He's got like kind of a little bit of armor on him. He's got like kind of like grayish scales with like spotted black spots, and he looks definitely older than a lot of them. And she's like speaking like broken common. She's like, who is this all? Who are these you? Who are these with you? She's like, these are friends. They're willing to help get you guys back home and everything. And he just kind of like eyes you guys down.
Hello.
I eye him down.
Hello, my
Okay.
name is Leo. I am also not from around here, but you are not from around here too. Where are you from, originally?
He's gonna says like, we're from east, under the mountains and tunnels.
The mountains. What a lovely place, the mountains.
What do you need?
He's like, our home was invaded, so we escaped to here. We like it here.
Invaded.
By who?
We don't know what they're called, but we call them gill throats.
I see.
They're all about your size, and we don't know if you're with them or not. So we're he kind of like starts becoming a little bit more formal. Like I apologize for our aggressiveness, but we don't know who really to trust right now.
Gill
We found a new home. Gill throats.
Gill throats. Gill throats. Okay.
Just as an aside to Leo and Rydel, that sounds familiar.
Does that sound familiar?
Yeah, troglodytes.
Oh, okay. Do they
I
have
mean,
gills?
they could be. Yeah, they're fish things. They're like salamander things. Whatever.
I wasn't thinking that.
No, I was thinking.
I was thinking the ones that drove Tolfdir out of his home.
The auntie?
The dragon.
Oh, that's
He said that they were like the people, the snake-faced people.
yeah, but those.
Snakes?
I
don't
mean,
have-
snakes don't have gills.
Okay.
Something here.
But any.
It's like we found a new home that's safe.
Okay. What?
And what if the invaders left your home? Would you return?
If it was safe for us, probably. We like it there, but if it's not safe, we're not going back.
Which way is your home? Is it through that tunnel?
It's like, no, we've closed that. We dug here and then closed that off so that they couldn't follow us.
Which way is home for you?
He's like, in the mountains to the west. We can
East.
East. Sorry.
Immediately
Oh.
east, not west.
He's like, are you going to get us back home, or are you scaleless ones getting us back home?
We will try.
We will try.
We can show you. We have an above out of ground entrance. We have one. I can tell you where it is. You can use that. Warning: our tunnels are small. They're meant for us.
Depends how long it takes for us to get down there. That wouldn't be a problem. For me, at least.
Seems whatever it takes.
Kind of nods forward and asks if you guys have any type of map to point out where it is.
I pull out my
do.
map.
Yeah, we made sure to buy a map.
Okay. He for like it's not too far out of Pine Keep, but it is outside the walls to the east.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
About like say a couple hours walk outside of the walls to the east.
The tunnel itself, right?
Where the above ground entrance.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. I'm down with this.
A little south, kind of like the direction you guys came, but more east towards towards the Warcraft Highlands that are on your map.
Let's see where Yep. Okay. Cool. Cool.
Cool.
So we're going on an adventure.
Looks like we're going on an adventure.
We're going on an
Yeah,
adventure.
he's really just telling you like be cautious of the tunnels. They are small, so it's going to be hard for you scaleless ones to get through.
Okay. How tall is he right now?
They are like 2 feet tall. They are small creatures.
2 feet tall. Jesus Christ. All right.
Yeah, they are smaller technically than gnomes.
Okay.
Tall. They're like smaller than a fucking dog.
Yeah, that's the thing. I looked it up to make sure like the max they're hitting like 3 feet. And so he's a little bit over that, but he's not by much.
Okay. Fine then.
Kobolds are fucking tiny.
So.
Kobolds are 3.5 to 4 feet tall.
That's not where it was 2 to 3 on if you make a character.
Yeah, it's
I'm
too
just looking on.
difficult.
I'm just looking on like
It-
forgotten on the Wikipedia.
Yeah, I just looked in Volos and like when you're to make a player character, you're between 2 to 3 feet and considered small.
Damn.
But either way, they kind of give you an area of where an entrance would be.
All right then. So, do we head out?
I think so.
So, you guys get about an hour to get to the. It's like a little trap door that's like hidden under a rock that he told you about,
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
and you come to this little area.
Ew.
Ooh.
You have to scroll down
Scroll
Nope.
down.
a little bit.
Scroll out just a little bit. Where are you? Oh god. Okay, over
Oh,
there.
there we are.
There we are. Found us.
The room you're in, I wasn't able to draw it on this because I drew this and then scanned it in. There was a ladder down into this room, and there are no torches. It is pitch black down here.
Oh. Okay. Juan did not pack dark vision today. So Juan is gonna
What?
turn. Yeah, you did. Always.
I have the vision of dark.
Yeah. Let me see. Do you want us to do the same plan as last time we were in dark places?
What, spider time?
Spider time.
Can do.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to burn a thingadoo with the stuff and face. And yeah. Mr. Spidey is ready to go. That's one short, and again, it's a burrow spider. It's the giant.
It's the wolf spider, so it is still a medium creature.
Yep.
Just so you know.
Oh, and that's big, isn't it?
It's about as big as a small dog.
Then you know what? Wait, but the small dog is still like. Would I be able to fit?
You don't know about from where you are how it's going to really affect it. I'm going to treat it like a medium creature because that's what it is.
Hold on one second. Actually,
You're-
in that case,
You could be used as a mount for the kobolds.
Yeah, basically a kobold could just like ride you into battle.
Oh, do it.
Got it.
But this is the area you can see right now. I'm gonna try to like reveal stuff that because I had to draw it in black for the
Then
for
in
like the
that case,
walls.
then, actually,
Do we
If there's no black in an area, that's an opening.
in that case, then
do we
one
want
is
to
gonna
without light?
Huh?
Or with light? Do we want to move with light then?
I mean, I can also turn into a giant rat, which is considered a small beast, and I still get the dark vision.
Whatever you feel.
It's just like fitting. That's what I'm
It's
I'm
just-
worried about.
I am worried for myself. And being able to see.
I mean, if you're gonna put on light, I'm down with just shrinking myself 3 feet and then be like 3 foot tall. That's fine. So put on the light. Put on the light.
Okay.
Or I'd rather burn that than burn the other thing. So yeah.
So you are using a torch or are you using your lantern?
I'm going to use my lantern.
Okay, we'll just say this has the light thing on you then.
I'm using disguise
Turn
self.
on.
And remind me, it's like a
It is 30 feet of bright light, 30 plus
Okay.
30 feet of dim.
okay. So when you're turning on the lantern, that allows you to see to here.
Bam.
Okay,
Light.
don't do that. Let's not do that.
Nope. 60 feet, baby.
But that is what you can see. That this tunnel ahead of you. It is small, but you guys can like hunch your way, kind of go through there.
I'm going to turn myself. I'm going to use disguise self and make myself 3 feet shorter than I actually am.
Okay.
So I am the size of basically like a halfling.
You are 7 foot tall. They use a 6'9".
6'7", I said. So that would be.
Yeah, so you are
You'd be
just
4
like
feet.
shorter than Rydel.
Yeah. You'd be barely shorter than me.
Yeah, you're barely shorter than Rydel.
Can I do 3 feet? I'm actually
No.
really.
You could go. The max is 3 feet, I think.
Yeah, my max.
Yeah, that's still
6'7".
barely shorter than
That's
me.
still barely shorter than Rydel.
How tall are you actually?
I'm like 5'1". I'm 5'3" total.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Am I doing math wrong? But 3'7" is barely shorter than 5'1".
You're not 3'7", aren't you?
Yes, I would turn into 3'7".
I think you're too worried about this small creature thing, these tunnels.
Rydel's going.
Wait,
Okay,
oh, this,
so Rydel's
this
up front.
As you seem 3 feet shorter than normal.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
just-
it's still an illusion.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's-
All right, never mind then. Fuck that. Yeah.
So what's your marching order? Is this what's going?
I'm going first. I have a light.
Yeah, alright. I'll go in second.
I will take the.
Okay. Okay. Are you guys doing like stealthily at all? Or I
I
don't
have
think
a
you
light
candle
on.
light. I always forget that.
I have 30 feet of bright light around us.
So I'll say, as you turn the corner...
Actually, in that case, then I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace.
There's Rydel.
That's fine, if you want to.
Yeah, you're welcome to.
You kind of turn around the corner. It is kind of a tighter squeeze as you're turning around the corner. Into a... It's like all kind of like loose dirt supported by kind of like wooden beams every now and then to support the tunnel entrances. And these rooms are all kind of roughly 6 to 7 foot tall total. So like Leo, you're kind of having to hunch a little bit every now and then.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh, this is uncomfortable.
Yeah, there's just like piles of like wood and logs kind of stacked up places.
All right, cool.
As you guys continue on, you see that there's another hallway as Rydel kind of turns the corner to here. And you see all the way to here.
Same logs and everything?
Same kind of logs. It does get tighter right around here, like, and shorter, to where it is like the size of a kobold.
Okay.
And you would have to kind of you'd have to crawl your way through. So you'd be moving at for whenever you are guys gonna have to crawl. It's like you're basically walking while prone.
That's fine.
I will
Just so you're aware.
while I crawl across, I'll put the hood down so it's at least harder to see.
Okay, make a perception check as well.
Everyone will just ride out.
22.
Just Rydel at the front.
22.
Okay, you hear some. When you were talking with the kobolds before, you heard some of them talking in a language that you didn't know. Kind of like a snapping every now and then type of language, and you hear that same thing coming from where you're going, as you're kind of getting ready to crouch down and keep walking.
Okay. Is it similar to like Taldir's language?
Similar, yes.
Well, yeah, I dropped the hooded lantern down to the 5-foot dim, and I crawled
Okay,
through.
so there's only like a 5-foot area around you.
Yeah, it's pretty much around while I crawl through, just to make it easier.
Okay.
To crawl through.
I'll say you get to about here, with them behind. Who's like you guys are walking behind him still?
I said I was going to take the rear, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
As you kind of get around the corner, all of a sudden you hear like these snapping words start to like, get louder, and it seems starting to get more aggressive. For what you can see, because it's only a 5-foot thing around you now, is there.
Okay. As soon as I'm not crawling and I'm like standing up again, I'll stand like over here and wait for at least one other person to get out before I raise up the hood again.
Okay.
I mean, I have dark vision, so I can see further ahead.
Well, yeah, you're just not in front right now.
Don't worry, whatever they are, they're gonna get blasted by a 30-foot radius of bright light.
What's your AC there, David?
18?
Okay. Ooh. You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage. As you kind of come out and you get ready to kind of like move out of the way for Arandur to come in, you guys are still like tucked in here getting out. You just get like a rock slud and hit you in the side of the head.
Ow. I'm just gonna flash the light then. 30 feet.
Okay. A second one hits you for 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, that's some accurate rock throwing right there.
And the third, you hear a third one hit against you on the wall. And I'm going to need everybody from now to roll initiative. Because what you see is you quickly like try to get the hood up.
60 feet. Oh.
Huh.
You see 3 more of like the same cobalt, 3 more kobolds in there, like all slings, like getting ready to like reload these slings with like rocks off the ground.
They're
So
dead.
David got 24.
Yep. Natural 20.
Juan got a 16.
All
and
dead.
Shroom got an 8.
The one person I wished would have rolled higher than me.
Yeah, I quite wish I'd rolled higher as well.
Okay.
Then blue. It's weird. You guys are actually like offset with them for initiative. David, you are first.
I would hope so.
One of them almost beat you. Like he had a 21. I was like, oh man.
Which? Oh, all three fired, right?
All three fired at you because like you popped out and they saw you, and then all three of them shot at you.
1, 2. I'm going to go here, and I'm going to attack green.
Okay.
So that's 15
That hits.
or 8 damage.
Okay.
As I just run up and
He like you
jump
sock
quick.
him and he kind of as you kick him, like he kind of like falls backwards and like it barely gets himself back up.
Okay, then
And they're still like snapping this language, like yelling at you for something.
okay, then I'm going to pop a key point flurry, and I'm going to hit green again
Okay.
with a 25,
Yes.
6 damage.
Okay. You kind of are you killing him or are you not killing him? What are you doing?
Killing. Well, I'm
Okay.
knocking out like enemy.
I want to know. Are we gonna default you guys killing things?
I mean, knocking things out. I don't know. Like, Rydel's
Okay,
not
well, I'm
exactly
gonna
a
say
lethal
that.
person, but like, they're attacking
Oh,
him.
the way their second hit actually snaps the neck, and the other two are immediately like, what the fuck's happening? What was going on? Do you get your second blow?
I'm going to move forward and then take my second
Okay.
blow. And I'm gonna hit this guy. Red.
Which one?
Red.
Okay.
That's a 9.
No, he's able to move out of the way from your second blow.
Alright, then what do I do? Oh, that's pretty much it, I guess. Yeah, that's everything.
Okay. Red, seeing you basically in 2 moves snap the neck of their compatriot, Red's gonna like drop the sling and drop a dagger he had in his hand. Just, like puts his hands up like and saying even more broken comment like, please don't hurt us, please, we're just here. And that's gonna be his turn.
Okay.
Juan.
Yeah.
Oh, Migo.
Yes.
Migo, Migo, Mugo. I'm going to shove Arandur out of the way.
Fair.
So, like, I'm at quarter movement at this point.
Yeah, essentially. And then you can get up after you get out.
I don't resist him shoving, by the way.
No, yeah, that's just how it has to work a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh. Rydel, the enemies are the Gilthroats, not the Kobolds.
They attacked me.
Oh dear.
As you walked out, you saw one of them now had his hands up, the one he's staring at.
Is the guy dead?
From what you can tell, just by looking, he's just on the ground, not moving.
Here, let me take a look at this. I'm gonna give him a Bombless and Record Healing, him a 1d6 little boost.
Who?
The guy that's kind of twitching on the ground at this point.
Okay.
If I do,
He comes up to 1 hit point, just his eyes kind of open for a second. He's scrambling prone, just on the ground there.
There we go. Okay. So let me roll my 1d6 though.
Yeah.
He gains 3 hit points back.
Okay.
All right, so
He's sitting like scrambled back to the wall and like afraid of what's happening.
okay. No one hurt each other. We are here to help with the Gilthroats. Which way are the Gilthroats?
Is that all you're saying?
That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Next up is Blue's turn, who's going to follow suit, drop his weapons, and just be like, "Please, we don't mean to hurt you. You scared us. We didn't know who you were. We don't know who you are."
And you scared me.
It's like they're that way, and he points past Green down a tunnel.
Okay.
Sure.
I'll move forward and just be like we said, we're We're not here to harm, we're here to help. The darkness got the better of us. We felt like we were being jumped, but we are on the same.
Bygones.
We are on the same side. I promise you, we're on the same side here. I don't even have a weapon drawn.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Green's kind of sitting there. Is that all you're gonna do for your turn? I'm just going through one thing of combat now that it started, just and then we'll finish probably afterwards. But
yeah,
like combat would probably end afterwards.
Yeah, that's me done. I'm not gonna do it.
Okay. Green's sitting there. He's like, "Why you attacked us for no reason? Why? We're scared.
You attacked.
How do we know we can? How do we know we can trust you?
You attacked us. I
How do we know
merely
we can trust
retaliated.
you?
What was the name of the leader of the pack?
Start with the G.
Galax.
We've spoken with Galax, and he's the one who pointed us in this direction. We know that you were chased from your home, and we just want to try and help you get back.
Okay. Rydel, you notice that at the mention of Galax, all of them kind of like Blue, especially like they put their hands down. They seem a lot more willing to like talk and direct you guys just at the mentioning of Galax.
Cool. So, if you don't mind, we'll be on our way to deal with the Gilthroats so everyone can go home safely.
Blue kind of helps Green out of the way.
Do I get anything from my insight?
I was gonna say that's what you kind of got. Is like once.
Well, I don't care if they like seem non-combative. I'm trying to.
Well, then what were you trying to figure out?
If I'm about to be double-crossed.
Okay, the best you can say, I would say with that 15 is that they were scared, and mentioning that you guys were with Galax has made them more willing to trust you.
Okay.
And not do anything to mess with you.
Okay. That doesn't change anything about Rydel's demeanor about them. Still trust nothing of them. But
okay, are you guys just gonna go by him because they're just kind of waiting to see what you do?
Rydel's gonna
we'll go by him.
yeah,
what's up?
Rydel's continuing.
What's up this other path?
They're like, oh, it's just a tunnel we've closed off.
Okay. How can
There's gonna be. They tell you like there's gonna be a lot of probably dead ends. We close off tunnels all the time.
Now, for this not to happen again, what should we do?
Not jump out of a hole with the light and just coming in.
We cannot stop that when we have to move. I just moved through the tunnel.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So this tunnel is again. I'll show you. Are you turning your light back on all the way? Or you're keeping it just to 5.
It depends. If I have to crawl and go prone, then I'm putting it to 5.
Yeah. This one is gonna be a.
Why don't I go first? Because I have dark visions. See if any more of these bad boys are coming up.
Sure.
That way, at least we won't get. I mean, it's up to you. We won't get jumped. No, we still might.
Oh boy,
The tunnels when they're this thin, that's what it's gonna mean is that you're prone and walking through.
that's a small tunnel. Okay.
Yeah, these are small guys. But who's in front?
I don't mind continuing to be in front unless you want to be.
Nah, you go for it.
Okay. And I'll drop it down to 5 feet and I'll double move through the tunnel.
I'll just say when you go through there. When you get about halfway, I need you to make a perception check.
Okay.
Thankfully, not a disadvantage, because even the 5 feet, you still have it.
18.
Okay. As you're walking, you kind of are crawling through. You just notice a very thin wire across that you're able to avoid, and you kind of look up, and there's almost imperceivable to you if you didn't have the extra light. There seems to be like a branch of some kind, or a tree root. That's like that was coming through the stone that had been pulled up there, above you.
Of course. I let everybody else know about the wire.
Cool.
Okay, you guys are all able to get over the wire safely without triggering anything.
Rydel feels affirmed in his suspicion.
Get to the next room. I'm just gonna clear it all out before you guys move your things. And it's a open room.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't seem like it seems like there's like 4 different tunnels going off of this central room. and you see different types of tracks in the loose dirt.
Can I tell if they're kobold or not?
Make a survival check.
13.
You can tell that some are kobold and some aren't. You don't know what the some aren't are, but you just know that some are kobold and some aren't.
I let them know. Which ways are the not kobold feet going?
The not ones are going this way and this way. Yeah.
And it's
The kobold ones you know are going this way, and then the back the way you came, you see that there was a trail.
Okay. So,
Alright.
What about this one?
It doesn't seem to have anything going to it that's been any type of like recent.
that might be a closed off area in that case. What do we say, left or right, guys?
Do we want to go the way the cobalt feet are or not?
No.
Let's go, yeah.
We
No
ignore the
kobold,
kobolds.
please. So,
I
Trogs.
do not trust them.
No. The Trogs, let's go
We don't know if
to...
they're trogs, to be fair.
Honestly, yeah, we're just assuming guild throats. Right or left? Left is always giving us good things, right? Or is it right?
I do not care. Which one has the wider tunnel?
You can tell this one is a little bit wider in the start from where you can see,
Mm-hmm.
Do that one.
but it does kind of dip downwards a little bit, so you can actually see deeper into it.
That's fair. Then we go left.
Mhm.
If there's no preference.
No problem.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay. As you go through, I need you to make another perception check, David.
Okay. 17.
Okay. You get to a small little fork in the tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
And you do notice that there is another wire set up in a similar fashion,
Leading.
but
So which way?
from where you're coming to into the little
Oh,
into the fork.
Okay.
Yeah, but you don't see another tree branch, but you just see another wire.
I let them know about the wire. It seems like this is the correct path.
Hmm.
The kobolds are setting up traps for anything coming this way.
Yes, seems like it.
And then you have now two different directions.
Both
Both are kind of equally wide. You're still having to kind of crawl
Yeah.
through them, but they're not as bad as some of the other ones having to just squeeze.
Do I see any tracks?
Make a with your perception check. I would say yes, and you see them going this way.
That's the way we should go.
And I will.
You see other ones that are like older going this way, but there's fresh ones going this way.
Follow the fresh ones.
There's which you said fresh ones this way.
Yes, there's other ones going the other way, but they look like kind of like dusted over, like they had been something had kind of like wiped over them, or just air had like brushed over them. You know, wind currents and shit down here.
Times like these, I wish I had like bear trap. Like
Some starter things have hunting traps.
yeah.
I do.
You have hunting traps?
Yep.
Rydel
think-
suggests potentially setting a trap there. While
Why
we
is
go
that?
this way. In case there are. Then we are not completely trapped inside. So
Yeah,
if there are
okay.
any threats from in front of us, they cannot be from behind us as well.
Yeah,
Mhm.
sounds good. Let's do it.
And we could just pick it up on the way back.
All right. I will set
Okay,
down the
I-
hunting trap.
Yep, I will make a mark of it. I had somewhere I know I have like a trap thing in here in the pictures and everything. But for the moment, I will just use this barrel.
Cool.
We have a barrel. Alright.
I'm gonna
That's where I'm guessing you're wanting to set up your trap,
yeah,
right?
more or less, just at the opening.
Okay. Okay, as you guys continue on through here, on your way to the next room, I need you to make another perception check, David, as you're actively looking for these.
14.
Okay. This time as you're looking, the extra bend kind of catches you off guard, and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 10.
Okay. You take 3 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
As one of the wires trip, and all of a sudden another one of those like tree roots slam down, and kind of you would think it would just like slam into you, but on closer inspection, after being hit and feeling something pierce into you, you see that there are like pieces of like slate, like chipped pieces of rock, like tied to the and wrapped around the tree limb, and had been like held back by some mechanism, and then slammed into you and pierced into you.
I guess I don't need to let them know about the trap, but I let them know about the tree in the way now.
Yeah, it's a like tree root that's able to be moved out of the way. It's malleable enough to move out of the way. It's just that it has these like pieces of slate and rock arrowheads type style cut into it.
Cool.
The next room you guys find is another kind of like emptier room that is got some piles of wood together. Seems like a few makeshift beds, like nesting area. Make a perception check, all three of you this time.
Well,
12, 16, 23. Okay. As you guys come into the room, you hear what sounds... It's not like the same chattering noise as the kobolds. It's very more like guttural, like throat sounding and wet sounding.
Ooh,
from the room further.
have we heard that sound before?
No.
Ooh. Those are not troglodytes.
Have I heard that sound before?
No.
Oh,
Have I heard that sound before?
No. I will need you all to either roll stealth checks, or if you're letting your lamp shine all the way and everything.
I'll roll stealth.
Well, if you're like, everyone's gonna be rolling them. It just depends. It all depends on if you have your lamp on or not, like on or hooded.
It's hooded.
Okay.
okay. So in that case,
Did you pass that trace one?
I took it back in the beginning.
Okay.
It was like all complications and stuff like between the disguise self and all that. And like fuck it.
Cool.
Yeah.
So 18.
It's a stealth check, right?
Natural 20.
Not bad.
14.
Do you have disadvantage? No, you have studded arm, don't you, Juan?
Yeah, I am not wearing that BS arm right now.
I'm
Okay.
just like,
I just wanted to make sure. I wanted to make sure.
I'm just like out of the map right now.
You're like around
Yeah,
the
you
corner.
guys-
You're not in the light.
You hear the same guttural sounds from that area, but doesn't sound like anything's coming towards you.
Okay.
What is your plan?
Arandur,
What is your
do you
marching
see?
area?
You have the light, man.
I mean, I'm asking
Yours?
Arandur what he sees because he could see farther than a hooded lantern.
True.
What do I see?
You can see to here. God damn it! Clicking this fucking polygon reveal is such bullshit at times.
It is.
You see here, and it going downwards after fucking. There we go. Going downwards.
But I don't see any movement.
You don't see any movement. You don't hear anything moving towards you. It's just from this point on, it's kind of going down.
Rydel?
Yes.
I give him a pat on the back. Take the back on this one. And I cast Longstrider on him.
Okay. What does Longstrider do again?
10 extra feet of movement.
Okay.
Alright.
Yep, so
Is that a concentration thing,
Nope.
one?
it is not a concentration.
Okay, I was gonna make a mark if it was.
So yeah, I go in the mid. I would like to go in the middle. Arandur, you should take point, since we're now maybe fighting hostiles. So yeah.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is
take point at the front.
Yes.
yes.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
What I'm going to
Come on,
do
soldier.
is what I'm going to do, because Arandur's at the front.
Mhm.
I'm going to reveal the area, and Arandur gets an attack as a surprise round.
Okay.
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 Because they did not notice you guys here. The three of you could all do it, but it would be a little bit more complicated with how small the tunnel is to get all three of you through to do a surprise round.
Definitely.
So Arandur gets a surprise round. You see,
Go to us!
you see three like bipedal, like humanoid things, but then they have like fish for heads.
Are these those?
They're Kortoas.
They're Kuotoas.
The
out of
guys
game.
are like just like in the.
They got the thumbs up, like
thumbs up.
Minari thing.
Yeah.
love
You see
that.
3 of them. You see basically pink, purple, and this orange one. This orange one, like these 3.
Yeah.
Each have a spear in one hand and a shield in the other.
Oh yeah. Oh.
The other 2 in the back have just like basically a what looks like a weird type of staff that has like a fork end on the side of it. Kind of looks like a pincer end.
Okay.
That's what the other 2 are holding.
Got it.
And so, Rander, you get 1 shot, and then we roll initiative.
With that
Whoever you choose to shoot at.
with that 1 shot, do I get Hordebreaker?
Yeah, it's a full like attack that you get.
Let's do it.
Okay, I mean. Oh, hang on. It's my.
And
Just like who are you hitting and all that.
David, you know how long shot lasts, right?
It's an hour or something, right?
Yep. Okay, making sure.
60 feet, baby. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40.
Yeah,
40,
you can.
50,
you can, like-
55, 60. I can get to like in the middle of them. Even at quarter movement where Arandur is.
I'm afraid of getting big disadvantage rolls on these because of how close I am.
Nice.
It's not disadvantage unless they're in melee range
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
okay,
we'll
that's
make
cool.
sure.
Like
We'll
a
make
whole-
sure. to-
That's the only way your ranger is going to get
Yeah, you got
disadvantage.
this
If
whole
they're
square.
in melee,
Cool.
there's other things that could give you disadvantage, but as far as like just distance, it's only if they're in melee.
Alright, well, do we get a full round? Do I get a bonus action as well?
You get a attack, movement, bonus action because it's a surprise round.
Right.
But you're the first one to see this, and basically after you attack, they're gonna know you guys are there, or at least that you're there.
Alright.
So what are you doing?
First things first, bonus action Hail of Thorns.
Oh, yeah, I'm just curious, how fast can you book it? That's what I'm wondering right now.
Bonus action Hail of Thorns, and it's going to this one.
Okay. So you're gonna. Is it a fire or is it a dex save with Hail of Thorns?
Hail of
Like an
Thorns.
attack roll or dex save? Okay. So a
he's
dex save
every
for him
5 feet, so this guy and this guy?
and the one behind him. And the one behind him. Yep.
These 2.
Those
Okay.
3.
So, first
So
up.
one fail. What's your ace? What's your DC for it? You would have it with the spell.
13.
Okay. So 1 fail, 1 succeed, and 2 fail. So the back one succeeds, the 2 in the front fail.
Cool. Okay, so the main attack is 20.
Okay. Wait, why'd you roll a d20 plus 8?
Because that's my attack.
But does Hail of Thorns not just make it
Hail of-
it means the same damage?
Hail of Thorns activates after the attack.
Yeah.
Okay. So the attack on the first one hits.
Yeah.
The pink one hits, because that's who you're hitting.
Mm-hmm. So that is 1d8 plus damage. Shit. 5.
Okay, so 5 points on pink, and then the Hail of Thorns for the other 2, and pink.
Hail of Thorns.
So what's your Hail of Thorns
is
damage?
Yeah, Hail of Thorns is a
1d10.
D10 for everybody in the area,
Yep. Yeah, within 5 feet of the target.
including the
Jesus
target.
Christ.
Wow. Okay, so 7 points to your target,
Mm-hmm.
and then 2 points to the front one, and 1 point to the back one, because
Yep.
he saved.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use what's it? Hordebreaker.
Okay. So that gives you just another attack
Another attack
immediately,
on
right?
a different one.
That's within
Okay.
5 feet of the first target. Yep.
And I'm gonna go front fella.
Okay. So go ahead and roll your attack.
19.
That hits.
And that is gonna be a 4.
Make sure you tell me though whenever you're going to use your arrows, the new ones. Okay.
Yes. 7.
Okay, so it's 9 points to one, 7 points to another, and 1 point to the third one. Okay.
And I'm gonna back up to here.
Okay.
Okay. Now roll initiative.
All right.
14.
Okay, sure.
13.
Okay. Oh god, what the fuck is that? And then Druid, Shroom. Okay, so now they're gonna get their damages put down. You hit orange for that many. Hit him for that one, and then this guy. Ooh boy. Okay. So first up is Pink, with the one that you originally shot at.
Mm-hmm.
And he is going to move 30 feet to here, and then come through.
Is it half for him?
Yeah, it would be half, so as far as he could get would be here. Or here. Like in the tunnel.
Okay.
And he is going to make a spear attack at the first thing he sees, being Leo.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi-ho.
Being a 14 to hit.
Nay.
Okay, so you're able to kind of like duck out of the way of his spear hitting you, and he's there. Next up is green one, who is going to go here. And you guys, what you see
Nothing.
is
Nope, nothing.
Oh, as I go past them on the way back, I'll be like, fight fish things.
yeah.
Oh, one.
We noticed as the
But-
gill throat takes it.
You see one, Leo. You see the one in front of you, this pink one. All of a sudden, kind of get like this extra little like bluish aura surrounding him. It's kind of like this aura that's on him now.
This
David,
is interesting.
That's me.
Your turn.
I'm going to move forward and punch him.
Yes.
Okay.
Just elbow. Just bam. Muay Thai. 20.
Crap in the face.
Let me look, because this might actually change it.
So 20 to hit.
Yep, just a second.
Yep.
Just making sure I'm grabbing this right thing that happened.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, still hits.
Okay, cool. So that is 7 damage as the elbow straight at the fish face.
Okay, he is still up. You're able to kind of break. Is he, Leo? You see as Rydel's hitting, the aura kind of like dissipates for a second, but then like forms back around him.
All right, bonus action, hit again.
Okay.
23 to hit.
Yep.
8 damage. As a
Okay.
swift.
You see the aura
Jab.
disappear as you get a swift jab to knock him and kill him to the ground.
Mm,
And then
interesting.
I'm going to use. Can I use my movement to just move the corpse out of the way?
I'll let you do it. You have to like pull him back, but to get him out of the way. But I'll let you do
I
it.
just want to. Would that use all my movement or?
Because it is technically like half movement to pull things.
So to move it 1-2 squares, it would be what, like
It'd be like
20 of my
I would-
movement?
yeah, because you're having to
Okay.
pull a body.
That's still 25.
Yep.
How much would
Yeah.
getting in here be?
Just still 5.
5 and again,
It's not short to you guys. It's just that it's like a little bit tighter, so you can still do your full movement through here without having to go prone.
Got it.
Can I stand? Would people be able to get through Leo if I stand here? I want to position myself that they can't get through me.
I would say I would have to make like an athletics or acrobatics checks to get through by you, to get into that square next to you. That's where it would have to be.
Okay. What about here? That stand sort of in the middle?
No, not at all there.
Point, yeah.
Okay.
I need.
Can they still see? Can my allies see through this area?
They can't. Your allies can't see anything around the corner because you guys aren't around the corner.
Right. Nobody's around the corner anyway. But all right. I guess.
Like there isn't yet a clear shot to any of them besides that one you just killed.
But like Arandur would still be able to hit like right here, right? That's square in front of me.
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. Then that's fine.
If they are like right in front of you here.
That's fine. Then I'll stand here in the doorway to block.
It's my turn next, and I can't get past you.
Yeah, you can.
You can move past him.
Yeah, it's half.
It takes half move. It takes half your movement, so it'd be 10 feet to move past him. But yeah, you can move past him.
Okay, that's cool.
Alright.
That's cool.
So yeah, it's your turn, Shroom. What are you doing?
Well, I'm moving past him.
Okay.
So it's 15.
Yeah. And I will. Let's. Let me see. Let's bonus action hunter this guy.
Okay.
Good old green fellow.
Make sure you keep track of how many spells you're
Yeah,
using.
I'm marking him off. Don't worry.
Yeah, just make sure.
And I'm gonna pop him with an arrow.
Okay.
17.
Hits.
And 1d8 plus 4 is 7. And
Okay.
Hunter's mark is. Always forget this one. 1d6.
D6.
So 7 plus 6. Nice.
Nice.
13.
So 13.
Yep.
Okay.
And
Good chunk into him.
we're gonna
Board breaker.
board breaker the guy next to him.
Okay.
Because I can't board break him, unfortunately. 19.
Yep.
2 hit and 6 damage.
Gotcha.
And
Okay.
Squeeze back past.
Gotcha. Next up is Mr. Purple One. He's going to run to here.
Yep.
And he is going to make a spear attack at Rydel.
Uh-huh.
And that is a miss, because that's a 9.
Cool.
And then he is going to run back.
I'm going to attack him.
Okay.
See.
That hits.
6 damage.
Gotcha.
Cool.
Next up is Juan.
Okay, so, let's see what I want to do. Gonna take the 10, move up to here.
Okay.
Great.
And I see London, I see friends, I see an ice knife running through their pants.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I know.
Where are you hitting?
On this guy.
On purple?
Purple.
Okay.
So, melee spell attack. That's 20.
It's not a melee spell,
Yeah,
but
that's
that's
a range spell, but
Sorry,
It's a
range
range
spell.
spell. Still hits.
Range spell.
Yeah, still hits.
Yeah. Detect the D10 piercing damage.
Yep.
9.
Ooh, good shot. And then it's dex saves from anyone within 5 feet of him.
Yep.
for him
And him?
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
It's save or suck.
He failed. Next to him failed. Of orange next to him.
Roll the 2d.
And what's your save?
My save is 14.
The green survived, but the other two failed in
Alright,
front.
so the 2 in front take 2d6.
9.
Damn. The two in front get blasted by the cold damage and get partially frozen, just kind of seize up and fall to the ground.
Yeah. You know what? Rydel is a choke point. I'm moving past 20 feet. Nope, I can't do it.
What do you mean?
No, oh wait, 10 feet.
Is
Yeah,
it?
10. Even if it is 15, you can get back.
Yep, and that is my turn.
Okay.
I am a choke point.
Yes, you are.
Orange is going to move to here,
Okay.
stepping on the fucking body because he doesn't give a shit.
And feast upon it.
And
Jesus, please no.
I need... Actually, he's going to step to here,
Okay.
being able to look around the corner
Uh-huh.
and catch both Rydel and Arandur.
Uh-huh.
I need you to both make charisma saving throws.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Charisma. Oh shit.
Charisma saving throws.
Well, that is unfortunate.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell.
Natural 20. -1.
Nice.
12.
Okay. Shroom, you fail, and you are now baned.
That's rude.
So now whenever you make an attack or a saving throw,
It's a -4.
No,
It's a minus a D4.
it's a d4.
Minus a D4.
Hmm.
So you need
That's
to
still pretty
basically
fucking
add... You need to subtract a d4 every time you make an attack roll or a saving throw.
Okay.
Okay? And then he's going to move back here.
Okay. Good to know.
I think that's... Yeah, I think that's his movement. Okay, top of the round is the other one,
Uh-huh.
who is going to move back to here. And he is going to... You guys can't see what he does either. Okay. David.
Alright. I saw both of them step away, right?
You saw both of them back up.
Alright. I'm just gonna
Right
hug
now,
the
I
wall,
choose
turn
you.
around. Yeah, hug the wall, turn the corner, and run past.
Okay, you see Orange is... Orange has the same blue energy that pink one did.
Okay.
I've changed the sign to what it's supposed to be.
Okay. Cool. But green one still looks a little beat up, right?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm going to...
He looks like he's taken a hit. That's really
Yeah.
what it is.
I'm gonna... Well, he took some hefty chunks of damage from that hunter's mark.
Yeah, as far as you know.
Yeah. He took an arrow. Might still be there, but I'm gonna attack him anyway. That's a 14 to hit.
That hits.
Good to know. That is 5 damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to key point Flurry. You were saying something? I'm sorry.
No, I didn't mean to.
Alright. Next hit is 24 to hit on him.
Yes.
Same die. It's going to be 8 damage.
Gotcha.
And he has to make a dex save or drop prone.
Math. Okay. 39 dex save.
DC 14.
Natural 3.
So he's prone.
He is prone.
But he's still alive, right?
Yep.
Alright.
Still hanging on. We'll just use that for prone.
Okay. On my third attack, I'm going to attack him again. And I have advantage because he's prone.
Yes, you do.
That is 18 to hit.
Yep.
For 8 damage. And if he's still alive, he has to make a strength save.
Strength.
Strength.
That is a 15.
He saves that. Okay.
Okay.
Good to know.
Okay. Next up is Shroom.
Okay. Around the corner, I have. Oh, do I have line of sight move?
I just add one thing, by the way. Can I move
Yes.
to this space right here?
Oh, thank you.
He will get an attack of opportunity
can.
on you. Oh no, he can't because he's prone.
prone.
Is it prone or is...
Yeah.
or is it
one,
mobile?
he's prone, and
Mobile.
2, mobile.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if prone mattered for
Prone
opportunity
would
stuff.
give
But
him
yeah.
disadvantage, I think, or something.
Okay, but yeah, mobile makes sense that he can't.
Can you also
Alright.
put me above the fish head?
Yep, that's what I was doing.
Thank you.
I have a line on him from here, do I not?
You have a... Yeah,
Cool.
Then it would be disadvantage for you.
you have a disadvantage because he's prone.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, prone is disadvantage for ranged. It's advantage for melee, disadvantage for ranged.
Ah, okay. How bad is this fella looking?
Untouched. Or barely hit. Barely hit.
Okay,
That's
well,
the one you tapped for 1 damage.
let's go.
Someone tapped for 1 damage.
Let's go for an attack on.
On green?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's disadvantage.
14 does hit, so keep that in mind.
Oh, that's 10
Oh.
anyway.
10.
Unlucky.
And 13.
Unlucky.
It misses. You don't have to roll your d4, because you would have to roll a d4 and minus it anyway, but it misses.
Yeah. That's unfortunate.
Do you have to land a hit to proc Hordebreaker?
No, I think you
I
can,
believe so.
you can bring on Hordebreaker whenever.
Oh, okay.
As long as you attack a target, right?
Oh,
I
just didn't know. Question.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I remember if it is. I think it's
No,
like
you just,
one.
you
It's
just
either
make a weapon attack.
Oh, cool.
It's whenever you make a weapon attack. So I'll edge to here. Oh, hang on, no, I'll get a better shot here. To this guy.
yeah, just make an attack. Yep. To orange. Okay.
Yeah. That's 26, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay. Nope, the d4 won't matter. Keep going.
Cool. So 1d8. I can't. Ooh. Can I use my bonus action before I do this attack?
Not you had to say it before you roll.
Yeah, fair. I thought so. That's all right. 12.
Gotcha.
Ooh,
Onto orange,
good arrow.
and I will
Okay.
shuffle on back.
Okay. Next up is Juan.
Okay, so 10, 15. This is 25 right here, yes?
Yeah.
Yep.
Gonna make an attack on the guy that's on the ground.
Okay. With what?
My staff.
Okay.
Got an advantage.
Yep. Thank you. Nope.
12 hits.
Yes.
Oh,
12 hits that one. Yep.
okay. It's one-handed, so it's just a simple.
That's
That's
fucking 4.
6.
Okay. Take 6 points.
Yep. And
It's a healthy boy.
yeah, Rydel, are you hurt?
I'm at about a third. I'm good. If you want to save it.
Wait, you're about a third down or a third up?
I've only lost a third. I'm
You only
fine.
lost a third. You're fine. Yeah. Actually,
Perfectly.
while I'm here, let me go update my HP as well. That's a good idea, right? Yeah, that's a good idea. Yep, okay, that's all I can do.
That's all you're doing?
That's all I can do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Orange is going to make an attack on Juan.
Yep.
That.
He's going to reach out at you with the pincer staff, and that's a 19 to hit.
Ow.
Yeah.
And you take 7 points of piercing damage, and you are currently grappled. As he reaches out with the pincer, it kind of wraps around you as it hits you.
Hi.
I'll change this sign back to what it should be.
Question, DM.
Or something.
I can't remember which one of them baned me, but they've both been hit since then. Don't they have to make
Yeah,
concentration?
I've been rolling them.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yep, I got it.
This guy banned, by the way. Just so.
Ah,
Yeah.
cool.
Okay. Still,
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, that's not fun.
You are considered grappled.
Okay.
So next up is the other one's turn, who's going to use half his movement to get up.
Mm-hmm.
And let me see something. Condition ends if you're incapacitated. Just you have no movement. That's what grappled is. I always get grappled and restrained confused.
Yeah, grapple is a no movement, and you can still attack. And restraint is you can literally do nothing.
Okay. This one, green, is going to move to here. He's going to move around to here.
Okay.
And he's going to attempt to reach out with the staff at Rydel as well.
Okay.
That is a natural 19
Alright.
plus 4.
Sure. I'm grappled.
So you take
I'm grappled, and I take a little bit of damage.
5 points of piercing damage, and you are currently grappled as well.
Cool.
He is not cool.
Good to know. My go.
Next up, yes, David.
Alright, I'm going to hit this guy who's currently grappling me. Just
Okay.
elbow behind me, I imagine. 18 to hit,
That hits.
7 damage.
Okay.
And he's still up, right?
Wow, these are
Let's see which
healthy
one's that.
boys.
You hit green, right?
Green, yeah.
Yes, he is.
All right.
He's looking pretty hurt.
I'm going to key and flurry again. And I'm going to attack for 24 to hit.
Yep.
That is 5 damage to the green.
Okay.
And he has to make a strength save.
That is a natural 19.
Okay, good to know. Other attack is going to be on orange.
Gotcha.
That's 8. Unfortunate.
That does not hit. You see the blue aura around him kind of blocks from your hit. Like you didn't get all the way into him.
Okay. Good to know.
Shroom.
Let's sneak around the corner and shoot green.
Gotcha.
That is a 13.
Minus a d4. Because you're Bane.
Will it matter?
Yeah.
If 12 was able to hit, that's why.
2.
And
That does not hit.
Ah.
So 12's the AC.
Okay. Am I like
It's
higher
the
up?
Lord
here?
Breaker.
You are technically on a ramp and you are higher
So
up,
I have a
yes.
line on orange.
Yes, if you're gonna Horde Breaker, yes.
Yeah, I'll hold break orange. 11. Fuck. Doesn't matter.
Minus a d4, and that would not hit.
Jesus, what is with my rolls today? Serious. And last session, and the session before that.
Yeah, it just doesn't like you.
that I know that.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Juan, you are up.
Hi. Things and such. What
You can do whatever you want.
I know I can do whatever I want, but I'm thinking about what to do.
The world is your oyster.
The world is my oyster.
I should have this symbol on him too, because
Again, I'm gonna whack green
okay,
because he seems less 19.
that hits.
1d6 plus 4. 9.
Okay. You see the blue aura around orange dissipate, and green goes down,
Yeah.
releasing the grapple on Rydel.
Okay.
Excellent.
And now I just ask, Rydel, please help. Rydel, please help. Rydel, please help.
Okay. Orange is going to see this happening,
Uh-huh.
and he is going to attempt to... One second. Look this up. See if this is the thing I can do or not. Fucking... There it is. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, Rydel.
Okay.
Hmm.
As you see him with his free hand off the staff, he's like tracing some arcane runes in the air.
23.
This burst of like radiant light comes next to you, but you're able to jump out of the way of it.
Cool.
And he is going to attempt to swing around out of your range. Just you can make an attack
Yep,
if you want
I
to.
will. That's a 16 to hit.
That does.
6 damage.
That's a 9. Okay.
Okay. Oh, I go?
Yes.
Can I stand like... There's no way I can get... Damn it. That's good positioning. I can't do about that. I guess I'm gonna get like here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna attack him.
Gotcha.
23 to hit,
Yes.
6 damage.
Okay. Barely saved on that one. Keep Bane up.
Do I want to use? Yeah, I want a short rest after this. I'm gonna pop a key and flurry him.
All right. For Fury, right?
Flurry, yeah. That's
Okay.
a natural 20.
Yes.
So that is 2d4.
2d4.
I'm just gonna roll the d4 twice 'cause I'm lazy. That's 6 plus 4. That's 10 damage.
Okay. And
And he has
Bane fades.
yay! And he has to make a dex save.
It's 5.
He's prone. Does he let go of Leo?
No,
Okay.
that does not make him let go. It's the staff that's holding onto it. It's the end of the staff, not him,
Okay.
technically.
12?
I'll just...
Oh, it's advantage.
prone
Never mind.
down.
19?
Yes.
8 damage, and he has to make a strength save.
13?
That fails, since I have
What was your other damage? You had 10 damage before, right?
10 damage before, 8 damage now, and he failed to
Okay.
save.
Yes.
So he gets launched 15 feet, like, as he gets a roundhouse
Jesus.
kick.
So he gets to here.
So it should drop.
It
drop
does
the
not.
grapple.
Because the pincer staff, as he's holding to the end of it, the staff has a reach of 10 feet.
fuck.
Oh. Oh.
So it basically
If
is
only there was a wall. Does he take extra damage for needing to move 15 feet, but only managing to move 10?
I will.
Okay.
I'll roll a d20 and decide on the result. Sure.
Alright.
2 points.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah,
And-
logical question.
And then I'm gonna stand here in between.
Okay. Leo, you up? Or Shroom's up, sorry.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Is he still prone?
Yes. He has to get up on his turn.
Well, I'll still try and shoot him.
Alright?
I'll still try and shoot him.
Hunter's Mark!
Yeah, bonus action move the...
Yeah.
And then let's see. 14
Yes.
and 16.
Don't have to minus the d4 anymore.
Yep, so 14.
14 should hit.
Yes.
I realised that, rolling that 14 does hit. Can I just say 5 of my loss in 2, 3, 5, 5, 6.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking great.
Amazing.
Right,
Amazing.
8 plus 4, we get 11,
At the damage
Plus-
leaves near full growth.
6, 17.
There we go.
Okay. He's barely hanging on right now as he's kind of like limping there in the ground. Staff still on hand.
God, this guy will not let go of his stick.
No, that's his like saving grace.
He's
is that
like-
staff. Juan, it is your turn. Unless you're not moving back again, are you?
Yeah, I'll move that.
Okay. Juan, it is your up. You cannot move anywhere.
What?
You can't move.
You
You're
are grappled. And grappled, but your speed is 0.
Motherfucker.
That's why I tried to kick him.
Yeah, and it's a 10-foot reach with that pincer staff. You can try to escape it, but it's an action to do
It's an
so.
action to do it. I'm gonna sit down.
Cast guidance.
Okay.
Hmm?
Cast guidance.
I'm gonna sit down and just pat on the bed. Here you go, buddy. And I do cast guidance. You're right.
Yeah.
So what does that do? Give you an
I
extra
have a
D4 or some
D4
shit?
on any ability check.
Yep. Okay.
And you
That's
could-
not attack rolls or
Nope.
anything, is
right.
it?
You could have tried to break out with the grapple, but whatever.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit down.
My turn.
That's fine.
My
The
God.
orange dude's turn.
Oh yeah.
He's going to get up.
Uh-huh.
And he is... I need, It's funny, since you sat down, you are technically prone.
You're disadvantage on dex saves.
And I need you to make a dex save. Because you sat down.
Sure.
He saw you sit down, he's like, okay, fuck, I'm going after this bitch.
It's a 5.
So a 4, 5. You take... What's the damage?
It's a D8.
You take... Wow, I rolled max. You take 8 radiant damage as this, like, radiant fire burst is next to you after you sit down.
And roll concentration on guidance.
Yep. You just need to beat an 8.
Did you fucking
Con
no.
save just
That's
beating
a
an 8.
D10.
Wait, did you fucking
Or-
sacred flame my ass?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see,
Yeah.
flamed your ass. And you drop guidance.
And guidance has been dropped. Is Lawn Strider been dropped too?
No,
Or is
it's
Lawn
not.
Strider not?
No,
Okay.
yeah, just now we're going. I'm like,
So yeah, your guidance is
Oh
gone.
my god.
like, that's fucking rude. Hello? I'm just trying to be comfortable
He
for
just
this.
barks at you with like blood dripping from his fish mouth.
Oh
And
my
to
god.
you too as well.
That was my favorite turn of my life.
David, you are technically up now.
God, I just want to be his best friend now. I'm just gonna punch him twice.
But you are my
Okay.
best friend.
8,
First one misses.
20,
Second one hits.
7 damage.
How do you want to do this?
I want to go for a jab and feint since it missed, and just knee right across the right across the side of his head.
As you do, it slams his head up against the wall, and that's what actually fully kills him. He's dead.
And I
Letting
hop
go of the
up.
staff.
Oh,
And yeah.
All right.
that was rude.
Searching
I
the
would like to
boys.
grab the staff.
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, still attached to me technically, so.
Yeah. I would say it's easy enough to get to, with any help, to get you out of. These guys... What would you roll for, Shroom? What did you roll?
Investigation.
Okay, make sure you say it before you roll it.
I did.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
hear it at all. Sorry, I didn't hear it to confirm it at all. But you guys, you get the spears from them. They're pretty crude making spears from the three of them. Their shields, you notice like there's like this like weird sticky like substance on the outside of the shields. And you kind of like test it with like a rock or something and try to pull the rock. It's actually pretty hard to pull the rock off. They all have pretty shittily made rope nets on them, or 3 of them do. So you have 3 nets from them. They aren't very great, like upkeep wise. And then you have the 2 pincer staves.
I want to grab
They're
one of
pretty
the
barren
staffs.
for anything else on them.
I want to
Okay.
grab the pincer staff. What?
I would like
what
to-
is it?
Yeah,
How
same.
does it function? I want it.
I will say I'll have to look that up for next time,
Okay.
just to make sure, because I don't know if it'll function differently compared to like a quarterstaff or not. Because like it has 10 feet reach, but it's also piercing damage. So, if you would get proficiency from it or not, I don't know.
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah, I'll just have to look it up to make sure.
Also, real quick, is there anything in this like section of cavern?
It would seem to just kind of be them kind of camping out for a little while.
Yeah. Nothing worth looking up.
Nothing besides like small, not campfire, but like small setup for where they were doing basically a short rest at.
It was
No.
a land party.
Are you guys gonna do a short rest for here?
Yeah.
Yes.
I just noticed David mentioned it.
Yes.
Yeah,
I would
actually,
like
I
to
think
do
so.
yes.
With between like
Okay.
the freaking sacred flame and the piercing damage, I'm down to 16 out of 31 HP.
I would like to short
Jesus.
rest. Yes.
Okay, roll your short rest HP if you're gonna use it. You hit dice,
I'm at full.
and then we will pick up back here after your short rest for next session.
Okay,
Cool.
that's fair.
And I'll see if I can figure out the pincer staff thing, because I would guess it would be like a regular quarter staff.
It looks like
It's
it's,
just
a
the
spear.
fact that yeah, that's the thing.
It's a
fucking,
spear.
It's
It's 100%
Is it?
spear. I'd imagine, or like
just weird.
a pole arm.
Yeah, that's what I think it would be more as a pole arm.
Or like a long trident.
Yeah, it's just that it, like, because it's piercing damage and not slapping people with it.
It depends what you want to qualify to.
Yeah, I'll say I'll think about it and let you know
That's
for
9 plus 4, which is 13. That's
next
all I
session.
need.
Oh wait, it's 8 plus 2. No, it's actually
Plus
10,
your con.
So, yeah. Let me give me 2 more points actually.
Are you gonna do another roll or just roll
I'm
one?
good. I'm good. That's 26 out of 31. That's more than fine for me.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But we'll pick up here next time with you guys investigating more of this place.
Yay!
And I'm short rested. I'm back at all my key points.
And yeah, you guys are knee deep in fish people.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, just as a heads up, I took mending as my cantrip for level 4. So yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I never found good uses for mending that weren't like RP uses. Like I didn't see any other use for it. But
We'll see.
We'll see.
yeah, maybe.
Okay. So with
Yeah.
that,
We'll decide some other time if there may be another session after this, but before Christmas break. If not, we'll be back after the holidays. Stuff like that. We'll all be out of town at different times, so we'll see what we can figure out.
Yep.
like, comment, subscribe, tell Carson he smells.
Always.
All
Yeah,
of these
do
things.
that. I showered today too, so good job for me.
Yay! Good
Proud of
job.
you.
Less of stink.
Wow.
Well, I mean, I showered.
you for
Deodorant's iffy another thing.
Proud of you for once.
Oh, that's a surprise.